What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Baby Baseball channel. And, well, it ain't going to be much of a pregame because it's almost time for first pitch. Let's get through the lineups here. We got play by play today. And the Giants, 1-1 in the series, looking for the series win today. The rubber match, Ramos in left, Adames at short, Jung Hoo Lee will be in center. Wilmer Flores is the DH, Matt Chapman at third, Ramos in right, Schmitty will be at first base, Casey Schmidt, Bailey at catching today, and Christian Koss. I was hoping Koss would get the start today. Still looking for his first hit of the year. Still looking for his first big league hit, if I'm not mistaken. He'll be at second base today. Day off or a start off for Fitzgerald. Wade Jr. and Yaz as well getting the start off tonight. So like this lineup, Christian Koss is going to get a hit today. I can tell you that right off the bat. Logan Webb will be on the mound for the Giants. Yankees have Ben Rice. Where did he come from? He is playing great baseball this year. Guy named Aaron Judge. Never heard of him. He'll be in right. Cody Bellinger in center. Goldschmidt will be at first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. at second. Anthony Volpe at short. Dominguez in left. Escarra behind the plate today. And Cabrera will be at third base, and Giants will be facing the former Giant, Carlos Rodon. Need a home run from A-Rod. A mercy received. Let's go. We got Rodon versus Webb. It ain't televised. Well, it's going to be televised right here. Well, we ain't going to televise it, but we will have the play-by-play for you, Tommy Hugsley. So don't go nowhere. If you don't have any other way to watch the game or hear the game, we got it right here. And I'm wondering if I could even, we'll try to also have some highlights of the game. I can't just play the whole game or they'll copyright strike the heck out of me. But we might be able to at least bring some highlights from time to time and things like that, and maybe even jump into it here and there and see little clips from the game. But Rodon is warming up right now. He will be the starter today for the New York Yankees. It's 1-2 on the year, 5.19 earned run average for Rodon on the season. And we're getting ready for baseball today. 100% keeping it all the way genuine. Let's go. Doing a couple things to finish the setup here. I think Webb has Matt Cain curse. Yeah, Matt Cain used to never get run support throughout pretty much his entire career, to be honest. We got a drink today from Sonic. And we have the cat here. Everything's set up. McCovey is in the house for luck. Wolf 3100 is here. We are all set up for baseball. Rodon will face Ramos to start this ball game out. Super excited about it. Thank you, Tommy Hugsley. Adames is here. Yeah, it should be on TV. I think some, but I'm not on. I got it here. I'm watching it on the monitor right here. So obviously it's televised in some fashion. Elliot Ramos is leading off, 224 on the year. So slow start with the batting average, but he's got 3 bombs. He got off to a hot start as far as home runs go this season. And the first pitch of the ball game is check swing high, checking with the first base umpire, no swing, and it's 0-1, and we're underway. 1-0, sorry. 1-0, and we are underway here at Yankee Stadium in New York City. Ramos looking in. Here's the pitch from the lefty. That one is swung on and missed. Pitch was in the same location as the first one, but this time he decided to take a hack at it, didn't get it. It's going to be Ramos, Adames, and Lee here in the first inning. to get this one started. I'm trying to see if I can get that. There's that screen that shows where the ball's going and everything like that. We had it last year for a couple games, but we'll see. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's down low and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Elliot Ramos facing Rodon. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Ramos down on strikes, and that's how this game gets started. Not ideal, but it is what it is. It's not letting me really play the video here. SG, maybe you go join for an inning, maybe like the 6th inning or something. If you want to do that, I'd rather do the whole. I don't want you to have someone for the whole game because I'm having to do a lot of things here, trying to get a few technical. At the Home Baby Baseball channel, we're always dealing with technical issues, but maybe I'll have everything ready by 5th or 6th inning if you want to do that. Damn it! It says San Francisco Giants, but playing the Guardians game. What the F? What is that all about? 1-1. Swinging a foul back. 1-1. The count to Adames. Feel you on that. Let's see. Game day. There's the rest of the scores in Major League Baseball. Nothing happening. 0-0. Toronto's taking on Baltimore. All these games are just getting started as the lefty fires. There's a swing and a high. Pop fly. Right field, not deep. Easy catch for Aaron Judge. Of course, I said that in the World Series, too, and he dropped the ball. We're not going to forget that, Aaron Judge. KC in Cleveland. That's in Cleveland. I was just in Kansas City, and I went to a couple games. I don't have a stadium review on Kansas City. I don't know what the problem is because I'm hearing that they think they need to move out of Kauffman Stadium. Now, maybe there's some issues with the stadium that I don't know about. I can't imagine what they would be. Maybe it's crumbling from within. Maybe it's about to fall apart. But damn, I can't tell. It's a swing and a miss from Jung-Hoo Lee. It's an absolutely beautiful stadium. Looks pristine to me. And I see no reason they would need to move. Here's the pitch. Curveball, strike on the outside corner. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati getting underway. Atlanta and Tampa Bay and Washington and Miami. A few more of the games going to get started. And then the night game, was that going to be the ESPN? Sunday Night Baseball? For the last time this year, Chicago and Dodgers. That pitch is upstairs. Join me in the 6th inning. Okay, SG. You're going to jump in the 6th inning. Because I still got to set up. I got to make sure my headphones working and everything. I wasn't planning to bring anyone on, but I think by then I'll be ready to go. Thanks for the play-by-play, Kane. Oh, we don't do commercials. I mean, I don't have it unmonetized. This is an unmonetized stream. Usually I'll do the stream unmonetized. Then after the stream is over, I'll go ahead and turn on monetization. There's a fly ball to center field. Well hit, but caught by Bellinger, and that's going to do it. So Giants go 1-2-3 in the top half of the 1st inning. We'll head to the bottom half. Giants nothing, Yankees coming up. Well, we'll see, SG. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If you want, maybe we can do that. I'd rather probably just do the 9th inning. I want to make sure focus on the play-by-play. If you're going to add color commentary, what do you want to do? You want to be the commentary guy? We can try. Premium, so it doesn't matter to me. Tommy Hugsley. Premium all day. Oh, yeah. I got premium, too. Now, I really do think the $13.99 is worth it, if not just for the time spent watching ads. I mean, that's time in your life that you're wasting watching ads. So with the $13.99, I know it helps me when people watch ads. It helps me, but honestly, I'd rather just pay $13.99 a month and have no ads. The time saved would be invaluable. I'd probably pay even more. I'd probably pay who knows what. I mean, it's a game changer because I have other YouTube channels, and sometimes some of those are not on the same account as Hum Baby. And I'll sometimes be in that account and forget and watch a video, and then the ad starts, and it's like, oh, no, get out of here. Shaking my head, I'm limited to Braves and Rays. What is up with that? Braves and Rays. We can't have that. So what if I click on live? So here's the beta, but I don't know how to make it bigger. I can hide, I can show. Maybe I can zoom in. That didn't help. Zoom back out. There it is. That works. Okay, this is nice. Might spoil though. We got an 0-1 count here as Ben Rice stands in. Currently at church right now. I have between services, so therefore I'm not going to be here since I have a second one coming. I'll see you for the post game. Sounds good, AM Echo. Bob, this is for you. Bob, you asked me to do one of the Yankees games. I'm here for you. Bob Granelli. I don't know how to set the 3D up. Is this it right here on the left-hand side of the screen? What do I click? Tell me what to click to do what you want me to do. This is, 3D. I see it. 3D. I was just blind. It just saw it. Bob Granelli. We're on top of this like white on rice. I apologize. Merced. Now we're in. Now things are in play. There's a ground ball foul down the left field line. Swing. And a miss. Let me check my phone is making noise. Can I back it? The problem is they're not synced up. Yep. Okay. There's a ground ball down the first base line. Now we're in play. Now we're synced up. Now we're synced up. 3D feature is not always accurate. Well, best we can do, I guess, for the time being. Beautiful baseball with Chris Sale on the mound. There's a swing in. There's a ground ball to second base. Fielded there. The throw to first is going to be in time. And that's an out. I don't know how long we'll stay in sync. But we're going to try as Aaron Judge steps up to the plate. I'm doing the play-by-play. If you want to come in and add some commentary, I was saying for the 6th inning, we can do that and see how things go. I'm just, I don't know. First pitch there is down low, 1-0. We can try something. I mean, I don't know. I haven't had you on the show before, so here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a shot, center field, deep, back, off the wall. Jung Hoo Lee feels it, fires it in. Judge slides into second base, and that's a double. And man, did he smash that ball. Judge absolutely crushed one. Did not quite have the loft on it, I guess you would say, to get it over the wall. We'll start with the 6th inning. If things go well, we can try it another time and do more. As Bellinger stands in. So a rocket off the wall. Pitch to Bellinger is a ball low, 1-0. Coming to you from Yankee Stadium. This one is for my man Bob Granelli. Bob Granelli requested this game. He's been a supporter since day one. I'm on top of it. That pitch is upstairs. Tommy Huxley says, oh boy, here we go. We're losing the series. I hope not, Tommy Huxley. It's a little too early. It's a little too early to say for sure. Let's see if the Giants can prevent Judge from scoring. That would be a nice start towards getting back. I mean, it's not about getting back in the game. It's a 0-0 game. It's a strike on the outside corner. But we need to, yes, definitely nip this rally in the bud. Nip it in the bud, Andy. Here's the pitch. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mets are in Sacramento. Wow. Imagine we land the Albies. That would be interesting. Second, he could play second, right? Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball. Very softly hit. It's fielded by Webb. He's going to toss it to first for the out. Did Judge advance? I believe he did. So Judge will advance to third on that. Productive out there from Bellinger. Or yeah, from Bellinger showing a replay of the Judge shot. Yeah, Judge absolutely pounded one. We do have some stuff coming up for Hum Baby cards. If you're not subscribed, I do want to start putting up content there. I got these Panini Prisms. There's Judge right there. Speaking of Judge, Panini 2021 Prisms. These are unlicensed, so they don't have the logos of the teams and stuff, but still really cool cards. There's a shot in the right field. That one's in there for a hit, and Judge will end up scoring, and it's 1-0 Yankees. So that's not good. That is not what the Giants wanted to do here. What's up, BC? We could try to get Travis in here as well, maybe for another inning. I haven't talked to him in days. I don't even know if he's available, or can we get anyone up in here? BC, Tommy Hugsley, Wolf 3100. There's Patrick Bailey sinking into the ground. What's going on here? It looked like Jazz Chisholm just crushed a home run up into the out of the entire stadium up and toward the moon. I don't know if that's real, but I don't think so. I hope not. Because on my screen, Jazz Chisholm is stepping into the plate. You're right. This thing ain't always accurate. It shows Paul Goldschmidt at the plate. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike, 0-1. So I'm kind of still getting used to this 3D thing. This is obviously in the beta phase. It's incredible. I mean, it's actually repeating what the players are doing. It's pretty weird and kind of trippy, but it works. Here's the pitch on the way, and that one's up and in. One ball, two strikes to Jazz Chisholm. Right-hander Webb. That one is not even close. Good movement on it, but too much movement on it. It's way outside and low. And that was an easy take for Jazz Chisholm. Here we go again. 1-0 Yankees on the base hit. That one is not even close. It looks like Webb might be a little bit out of sorts here. That pitch was an easy take, a non-challenge pitch. I don't know. I think it was a fastball, but it was way upstairs and outside. A simple take there for Jazz Chisholm. The pitch. That one is a shot. Second base. He's got it, though. Throw over to first, and that will do it. So 4-3 on the putout. Giants get out of it, but a run does score. We are through one full inning here in New York City, New York. Giants nothing. Yankees 1. Let's freaking go. You guys got baptized. So this is how this game gets started. I like this 3D. I mean, it's pretty trippy. It's pretty cool how when the players move, they move on the screen in the same manner. It's like, whoa. I mean, and technology is only going crazy from here. We have not peaked yet. There's no telling what the future is going to hold. Of course, eventually everything's going to come crashing down and we're going to have a major apocalypse. This is just obvious because we're just pushing things way too fast. If you just think about how recently we didn't have our technology was not 100 years ago, 1924. What do we have? We didn't have nothing. We didn't have nothing. And now all of a sudden we've been to the moon. We got, what are they called? Satellites, thousands of satellites up there. We got cell phones. We have internet. We have stuff like this. We have AI, which is scary. And at some point, everything's going to implode. Well, I can't play the real one and it won't even let me even if I could. Like I could play it on another screen, but if I show it to y'all, it just shows up as a black screen like this. It's just a black empty screen. Like it won't let you stream it. It knows, I think, that it's copyrighted material. But copyright, yeah. Vampocalypse, we did get monetized there, and I'm so happy. I already made, and I know it doesn't sound like much. There's a strike to Wilmer Flores. Um, I know it doesn't sound like much, but yesterday I made like $3 and change. And that actually adds up over the course of a month. Pitches outside for a ball. Over the course of a month, that's like $3 a day. That's 40 bucks in a month, and that's nice extra income. And that was maybe a small day. Maybe some days it's going to be $7, $8, $9, $10. There's a bouncer over towards shortstop, fielded, throw over to first base, and one away. So Wilmer retired on the ground out, and that'll bring up Chappie. Thank you, ST4R, Dat Boy, for being here. I do appreciate it. That pitch is down low to Matt Chapman. Chapman, good power hitter, obviously, but even better defender. The man with a plan, hitting 184 only this year. Swinging a drive, right field. That one is deep. That one is back at the warning track, and he's got it right in front of the Bank of America sign. Judge comes up with it. It was deep. I thought it had a shot off the bat, but it didn't quite get out of here. We're a little off sync here. I apologize about that. So my call might be just a tad late from what you're seeing on this screen with the 3D. But that took Judge back to the wall. He was looking at it. He kind of had it squared up and was able to make the catch right in front of the wall. That's a curveball in for a strike. And we got a couple of super chats. Tommy Ugsley, the Frogers, 016 butt whooping trash team. Who are they playing? Are you saying they're leading, or there's no wait no, there's no way it's 16-0. The Frogers. And we got SG Sports Talk 199. Go Giants, beat the Yankees. 1-1. Matos. There's a swing and ground ball. Shortstop. Fielded. Throw to first base. Got him. 6-3 on the putout, and that was quick. 1-2-3 inning as the Yankees go into the ground, as you can see on your screen here at Yankee Stadium. So a very quick one here. We can also move around and see what's going on. You can see the Yankees fan. All those oranges are those Giants fans. We got Yankees fans and we got Giants fans. Wait a minute here. Yeah, look at all those Giants fans. Those orange represents Giants fans. The navy blue and the white are maybe Yankees fans, and then we have some black. Could be either one, right? But I'm gonna assume those orange dots, and I don't know if this is real or probably just random, but the orange dots are Giants fans. Let's just be all the way 100 with that. Can't even get any hits for God's sakes. Throw in the towel. 388 subs. Well, that's not bad at all. You got me beat on a lot of my channels. I got lots of channels that don't even have 100 subs. Got some messages I had to deal with. 12 subs from 400. Yeah, everyone go subscribe to SGA Sports Talk channel. Let's go. Felix Orozco, what's going on? Hey, Eric, go Giants. Thank you, everyone, for jumping in. I know most of you are probably just jumping in, jump out. But, you know, if you stay, appreciate it. If you want to just jump in for a few seconds, few minutes, I appreciate it. whatever the case, it's all good in the hood. Here's the pitch on the way. That one's right down the middle of the freaking plate. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Big hack, and he fouls this one straight back. No balls, 2 strikes to Volpe. Webb looks in. Webb's looked that great today. That one should be a strike. 1-2 now. 3D looks like you're watching the game. Hey, that's what I appreciate this. MLB does this. It does make the play-by-play a lot better without having to worry about copyright. I assume we don't have to worry about copyright. There's a swing and he got a piece of it, fouls it back to the screen. I assume we don't have to worry about copyright. Who knows? We'll see. They may copyright the heck out of me. Strike down my channel. I put up just one video on NCAA baseball, and they tried to strike literally give my a copyright strike. There's a foul back again. And it was weird because I clearly was fair use. I was just using a short clip I was talking about. I was pausing it, and I was discussing the situation. And they still copyright strike me. I did an appeal, and they said, you got 7 days to drop your appeal, or we're taking the video down and giving you a copyright strike. That one is right there, but he called it a ball. 2-2. Next year, we'll definitely have the ball strike system. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to help umpires be better, and I'll explain. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, he throws the bat. He throws the bat. Don't get it twisted. A fan catches it. The bat, now that 3D is tripping out, it doesn't know what to do because the bat has been thrown into the stands and it was caught by a fan. A fan made a spectacular catch. Now, we could do some like, I wonder if whenever something happens, can I do like this and show you guys? They got little clips from the game. This is the secret. Okay, we found the secret. There's the thing goes into the stands, and their fan, he snags it. Wow, what a catch. The fan caught the baseball. There's a fly ball, deep left center field. Back, off the wall. Into second with a double goes the runner. Opposite field, power right there. Took that one into the gap. Nobody could get it. Looking on replay, and I can't tell where it hit, whether off the wall or might have one-hopped the wall, but that's a double. Thank you again for those super chats here as Escara stands in. We got 15 people in here. Here's the pitch. That looked like a ball low. A mercy received. There's a shot down the right field line. It is up against the wall. Another run will come in. Back-to-back doubles. Runner Escara slides into second base, does his little celebratory thing, looking at the dugout. Runner comes in to score. 2-0 Yankees. And this game is definitely not off to the start that we wanted to see here in New York. In no way, shape, or form was this what we wanted to see here the first couple innings here in New York. But plenty of baseball left tonight. Plenty of baseball left tonight. All right. Oswaldo Cabrera hitting 300 on the year. Shows bunt, takes one for a ball. 1-1. So it's going to be Cabrera now facing Webb. A mercy received is here. 2-0 New York, the pitch inside. Two classic teams taking on each other today. New York Yankees, clearly the premier Major League Baseball team historically, and they are the reigning American League champions. Haven't won a World Series since, I want to say, 2009. That pitch is inside. And before then, you got to go back to the three-peat, right? 98, 99, 2000. But they are still one of the best teams in baseball and historically the best team. Ground ball to second, fielded, throw to first in time. Runner will head over to third on the play. So that's a 4-3 put out. And that'll bring up Ben Rice. Pitch on the way to Ben Rice is high and outside. Thank you, Wolf 3100, for being here. Battle of the Sox today, Red Sox and White Sox. I want to say it's over, but I can't yet. No, not yet, Stephen Ortega. Not yet. Not yet. Battle of the Bay. Battle of the Sox, not the Bay. Battle of the Bay's over. We don't have Battle of the Bays anymore. We don't have it. That pitch is right down the middle. 2 balls and a strike now to Ben Rice. We definitely miss having the A's here in the Bay Area. That's a strike right there, inside corner, 2-2. They are now in Sacramento. And I don't know why we didn't do exhibition games against them. We did it against the Tigers instead. Like, we're not even going to play the A's anymore. In exhibition games leading up to the season, there's a rocket to left field. That one's in for a hit. Is this going to be another run? It indeed is. 3-0 Yankees. Battle of the City. Yes, the Battle of the City. So the Yankees are coming out hot tonight with the bats. Logan Webb is not locating, and when he does throw something in the strike zone, the Yankees are not missing it. It's a 3-0 ball game here. Giants forever, Zendava. They're off to a great start, regardless of what happens today. 10-4 record. But that could change. There's a grounder to third. Chapman's got it. Throw to first, and that's going to do it. Nice play, Matt Chapman, to get Judge. But more damage done. The Yankees score 2 more. It's 3-0 after 2. Casey Schmidt will come up. Let's go. This isn't going to be so good, friends. We got to keep our composure, and that's all we can do. What else can we do?
Come on, all right, everybody. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We've made a great effort so far. Let's just keep it up.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to just keep our composure.
Zendava said it's only 3 runs. This team can come back. Can and will come back. Let's go. If the Giants come back here in the third and tie the game, we're going to send out 5 gifted memberships. If the Giants tie the game, we're going to gift out 5 memberships here in the third inning. So don't go nowhere, because if you go somewhere, you won't be able to get that memby. 23 people in the chat here. We're heading to the third inning. Giants 0, Yankees 3. Giants came out swinging in game 1 on a very rainy day, won the game in a 6-inning Little League contest. Then yesterday wasn't a great game. Giants got defeated pretty soundly. And today, so far, more of the same from yesterday. The Yankees are dominating this baseball game. Giants obviously will play another team after this, and it's going to be the Philadelphia Phillies for 4 games in the city of brotherly love. Don't let that name fool you. and think you could just walk anywhere around Philadelphia and nothing's going to happen to you. They will mug you, they will kill you. But city of brotherly love, 4 games in Philadelphia. Just looked it up. Giants currently have the Bay Bridge Trophy. Well, I guess it's there to stay as Casey Schmidt stands in and sinks to the ground, sinks back up. The grounds one to shortstop from the outfield grass. The throw is just in time. What a play from the shortstop. Who is it? Dominguez. Very nice play right there from Volpe, not Dominguez. Sorry, Dominguez is in left field. So very nice play right there from Anthony Volpe. 1 down, and here is Patrick Bailey. We need a real ace. Webb has always been a number 2 at best. Ooh, Tribe. There's a pitch. That's a ball. 1-0. Philly right after the Yankees. Talk about a tough road trip. And I did pick the Phillies to win the World Series. I do like the Phillies a lot this year, and they are off to a pretty good start. 2 balls, no strikes here to the batter. It says Schmidt, but it's is it Schmidt? It's actually Patrick Bailey who takes one there. Bailey's switch hitter is not off to a great start. He's not a 3-0 count here against Rodon, and getting a base runner anyway, anyhow, anyway would be ideal right here. The pitch, and that one is in there for a strike. He's batting right-handed here against the lefty. Bailey was a first-round draft pick in 2020, I want to say. It was at the time, a little bit of a surprise. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 3-2 on the outside corner. Because the Giants had just drafted Joey Bart, and he was moving through their system, 2nd overall pick. So a catcher really wasn't someone that I thought they would draft. Turned out that Patrick Bailey was the one. He was the chosen one as he takes ball 4. He's the one. Even though Joey Bart did play well. He played well at every level except the big leagues. And Bart struggled, and the Giants gave up on him. Didn't even give him an at bat last year before they traded him to the Pirates. And he earned the starting job for Pittsburgh this year. I think he has an injury right now, and he's already got a home run, hitting 275. There's the pitch. That one's high and outside to the next batter, who is Christian Koss. Still looking for his first big league hit. But it turned out Bart went over to the Pirates last year, played pretty damn well. And now he looks like he's here to stay for a while. That one's a curveball, call strike on the outside corner. I had a phenomenon this was going to happen to Logan Webb last night and said something in my group chat. You nailed it. Yeah, I can if I want to today. It's Sunday. It's a lazy day. Not nothing going on after this game. I want to make a couple of videos for Hum Baby Cards. And I really should work on some other things that actually make income, to be totally fair, but sometimes it's just like, screw it. There's a foul back from Koss. So I might well go check that out tonight, Logan. That way we can move on to the next movie that you'll be asking me about. What's the next movie you're going to ask me about? Let me know right ahead of time. What's the next movie? What's the movie coming out next week that you're going to want me to see? Here's that pitch on the way to Koss. Swing and a freaking miss. Damn it, Christian Koss. Well, Giants may not get those 3 runs this inning like I hope, but it's still possible. 1 runner on, 2 outs. Koss strikes out. And yeah, I think he's going to get sent back down. I hate to see that as Ramos steps up. I really hate to see that. I'm rooting for this guy. He's, every year it seems like there's someone, whether it's Connor Joe, whether it's, remember, here's the pitch on the way. That one is in there for a strike, 0-1. Whether it's Marrero. You guys remember Chris Marrero? Back, what was that, 2017? It's been so long, time flies. That one pitches upstairs. But Chris Marrero made the team out of spring training. He was an absolute machine. He had like 7 home runs in spring training. Makes the team. I was rooting so hard for him. It just goes to show how tough it is to hit at the big league level. You can tear it up in spring training. There's a grounder foul. You can tear it up in the minor leagues. You can tear it up in college. You can tear it up in high school. And you get to the big leagues and you just stink. I mean, I can't imagine how hard it would be to hit in the big leagues. Now, I think I'm a good hitter. I go to the park and hit home runs, and I think I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I couldn't touch a pitch from Carlos Rodon or any of these guys. There's a swing, and neither can Ramos, at least not there. Swing and a miss, and that's going to do it. Strike 3 to Elliot Ramos. Webb going back out there. Giants have not gotten a single solitary hit. We need to spoil this no-hitter if this thing goes any further. We may need to put it in the title, put it a tweet, and try to jinx this no-hitter. I love the trophies actually made out of the previous Bay Bridge before it was demolished. That is sick. I didn't know that. Wolf 3100. Come on, SF Giants. Where are you at, Logan? I asked you, what's the next movie? And you're gone. Well, Logan, you already left. You want to join me for the post game instead? Man, the Giants can go cold, can't they? Yeah, they can. Instant 1. Good morning, Eric. Man, not looking good for our Giants. No, it's not. Any older people in the chat today? By old, I mean you were alive in the 60s. I got some. I've been working on a 61 collection since forever. I still haven't completed the collection, but I went to a card show and I got some more. See if you know any of these guys. These are commons. Ray Ripplemeyer. That's a name. Ray Ripplemeyer. I like that. That's his rookie card. These are genuine. Here's another rookie. Fritz Brickle. Anybody know any of these people? Jack Fisher. Mel Roach. I was not alive in the 60s myself. Any older people know these people? Gene Green. I'm a big baseball fan, but even I'm like, some of these names sound vaguely familiar. Jack Chesbro. Obviously, that guy was a great one at one time. Back in the early 1900s. It's a throwback card. Ned Garver. Pitches upstairs. Hank Sawyer. Now, I know him. Frank Sullivan. I actually know a guy named Frankie Sullivan. He's the guitar player for Survivor. A good friend of mine. He follows me on Twitter. Mike De La Hoz. And last but not least, Giants fans, let's go. Any Giants fans out there? Ray Monsant. Hope not to butcher his name. So I picked up some 61 cards from my 61 collection. There's a swing and a high drive. Way back to left, but it's not going to have the distance. Ramos has got it one away. Yono Chesborough. Not that old, pushing 50. Born in 1965, won ball game at Old Kessler Stadium, ironically against the Fire. How about that? Born in 1965. So you were around in the 60s. San Francisco Kezar Stadium. When did they tear that down? There's a shot. Right field. Deep. Down the line. Leaps at the wall. Matos. Did he get it? Oh, what a catch by Luis Matos. He comes down with it. What a play. Luis Matos comes up with it. There's the drive. Matos back. Leaps, and he's got it at the wall right in front of the Webb sign. What a catch from look at him snap that. He might have robbed that one. Oh, Webb, yes. That's where it's at. What a play right there. Still have the kids' ticket from the game. Well, that's got to be a. I don't know if it's valuable. You never know these days. That pitch is upstairs. Sometimes you got something you think has to be valuable, and then it turns out it's worth $5. But that's still a really cool piece. That catch might light a fire under the Giants. Those are cool cards. Thank you, Chris. I have a whole binder of 61 cards. It started back when I was a younger kid. And I got a Roger Maris 1961 card. And I'm the kind of person, once I get one, I got to get the whole collection. But it's a slow process. And I'm really worried about, I do have some Hall of Famers. I do have some Hall of Fame 61 cards. That was a web gem right there. I mean, wow, that's going to be on ESPN. Well, at least this year. Next year, the ESPN and baseball no longer going to be in a relationship. But that will be on the highlight reels for sure. Catch of the game, win or lose. Yes. That was an incredible play. Here's the pitch. That one is strike 3 call, and Webb with the inning, with the scoreless inning, excuse me. So a nice inning there from Logan Webb, but what a catch from Luis Matos to rob a home run. Perhaps, maybe it would have hit the very top of the wall. That was absolutely incredible. And it looks like he's okay. What a catch from Luis Matos. Wow. Just crazy. Just crazy. We'll be back in just one moment. Okay. You gave me more movie answers. I don't see it. In the chat or somewhere else? Did you send me an email? Let me check my email. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize. Here's the pitch on the way. And that one is a big hooking curveball. I don't know how anyone ever hits that pitch from Rodon. It's in there for a strike. In the chat. Why don't I see it? Am I blind? Sinners and the Accountant 2. Okay, Sinners, the Accountant 2. I need to watch the Accountant 1. I think I did see it when it came out, but it's been a while. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Adames, strike on the fastball. Here's a couple of more I grabbed here. Harmon Killebrew, that's a 61 card. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kind of check swing. Adames not off to a great start. This one right here, I get some of these slabbed up there, they're genuine. So Harmon Killebrew is one of the greats. And also, before there was Frank Thomas, there was Frank Thomas. Okay. So there was another Frank Thomas. I also have in a binder somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Like Willie McCovey, Orlando Cepeda. So my 61 set's going well. I do not have Mickey Mantle. That's going to be the tough one. That's going to be the very tough one. Here's the pitch. Jung-Woo Lee. That's in there for a strike. I'll probably have the full collection except Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle will be the last one I get. And I'll probably be about 80 years of age when I finally can afford the Mickey Mantle. It's not that it's, you can get one in terrible condition, but I'd rather get one in decent shape. How hyped am I to see the movie about Navy SEALs? I'm not hyped at all. I just go in and check it out and hope for the best. If I get hyped, then I'm only setting myself up for disappointment. There's a curve. Check swing did not go. Ball. Don't want to set myself up for disappointment. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee. That one's swinging a grounder foul. Now, Jung-Hoo Lee is extraordinarily popular. He's the most popular player on the Giants. Maybe not as far as, statistically or, things like that. Obviously, Chapman's probably the better player. There's a shot. It looked like he hit it well. Doesn't have the distance. Back to right field. It's out of here. Home run, Jung-Hoo Lee. Just hit a missile out to right field. And the Giants are on the board. Make it 3-1 Yankees. And Giants fans are going crazy. They're going crazy. Where'd you hear that from? The 1951 call and the Bobby Thompson home run, right? They're going crazy. What a shot. Jung-Hoo Lee, that's his second of the year, if I'm not mistaken, and just got into one. And that was several rows deep. Jung-Hoo Lee, a menace, a home run, a potential all-star. Jung-Hoo puts the Giants on the board, and here is the biggest power hitter so far in 2025 for the Giants, Wilmer Flores, who takes one up and in for a ball. Here's the look at it. There's the shot. Jung-Hoo swinging the bat. Let's get a better look. And you can see the ball was up there, and those guys would have brought their glove. As Wilmer swings and misses, those guys would have brought their glove. They would have had a baseball. You bring your glove, you get a ball. Bring your glove, you get a ball. Bro. Grown-ass adults should never bring a glove. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, I guess I'm not a grown-ass adult. Actually, I haven't been bringing my glove to the games. I like to keep score, and so the more things I have to carry and worry about leaving behind, the worse. So I don't usually bring my glove myself, but I got no problem with anyone who does. Trying to catch a baseball, nothing wrong with that. Here's Chapman. The pitch is outside. I used to always bring my glove. Absolutely have time. The possible Willie Mack Award winner, 100%. Strike. And I went to the Willie Mack Award in 2017, and it turned out to be, unless I'm mistaken, maybe he was at the 2018 ceremony. 1-2 the count. But it might have been his last ceremony that Willie McCovey actually attended, because he passed away in 2018. He might have been at the ceremony in 2018. He probably was, but he was definitely there in 2017 because I was there. And I kind of knew that he wasn't going to be attending too many more of them. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. We do have another McCovey right here. My kitty cat. McCovey Cove. McCovey. So anyway, that's going to do it for the Giants on the strikeout. But Jung-Hoo Lee puts the Giants on the board with a soaring home run. It's a 3-1 ball game. We definitely have time. We can totally come back. Wolf 3-1. Lee might land Silver Slugger. And love Jung-Hoo Lee. Let's see if we can get some replays now that we have something to watch, some more quality replays. See if we can actually get this Jung-Hoo Lee shot for you guys. Here it is.
3-2. There's a shot. High and deep. Back goes Judge. Adios, pelota. That is the Giants' first hit of the game and their first run against Rodon. 3-2.
Boom!
There's a shot.
That's what I'm talking about. Jung-Hoo gets it done. I'm going to repost that. Webby's got to hold the line. Hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Hold the line. We're back. 3-1. Yankees are on top. This is a close game. This is a two-run game. Of course, according to unwritten rules, you're down by 2. You don't want to steal bases. You don't want to bunt. You don't want to do too much because you don't want to hurt the other team's feelings, guys. You don't want to hurt the other team's feelings. That first pitch is a ball, 1-0 to the batter, whose name is Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe. He's a nice guy, but that ain't going to cut it. Hold the line. What a great song that is. I got you. I got you, Zindava. Zindava, Wolf 3100, Bob Grinelli, Tribe. The pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 3 balls, I believe, in 1 strike. The count here to Anthony Volpe, a good young player for the Yankees. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball down the third base line. This one's going to be tough, and Chapman is unable to field it. He had a glove on it and just booted it. I don't know, though, if he would have got him. It was going to be a tough play. So what's the scoring on that? I ain't got a clue. But there's a runner at first base. I think it'll be a base hit. That would be my guess. Or is it foul? Oh, it was foul. Okay, never mind. Here's the pitch. And that was ball 4. Okay, my bad. I thought that it was a fair ball, but it was a foul ball. I kind of have a small screen here because I looked up and Volpe was still batting. So, okay, he walks. So Volpe ends up walking. And so my apologies on that. That ball was fouled. It didn't matter. And that's going to bring to the plate the next batter, whose name just so happens to be Jason Dominguez. And the first pitch is a ball, 1-0 inside. Jung Hoo Lee looking like a great investment. I totally 100% emphatically agree with that. Here's the pitch on the way. Curveball. But we do have to win the game. The pitch is outside, low and outside. The BetMGM logo shown throughout behind the stadium there. So MLB promoting gambling as they do. You know, they love to promote gambling to the players, to the coaches, to the managers. Of course, if they actually gamble, they get banned from the game. There's a throw over to first. I'm just joking, though. Not really. 2 balls, no strikes. 3-1 Yankees. The pitch in there for a strike. 2-2. 2-1. Sorry. Bob Grinelli is here. This stream was requested by Bob Grinelli. And when we get requests on the Home Baby Baseball channel, we grant requests. There's a swing and a foul ball into the seats down the left field line. Lee back out from the stretch. Looks in. He's got the sign. Set. The pitch. No. Low and inside. Beautiful day here in New York City. Not that I'm in New York City. I haven't been to New York City since 2003. Need to go back. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul back off the screen. I did make it to Kansas City on an unexpected trip that just kind of came up out of nowhere and went to a couple of Royals games. We'll have a stadium review on Kauffman. And there'll be more road trips to come. I might even, next time I go on a trip, there's a throw over to first, safe. I'd love to go to some of the other stadiums in the National League West. Dodger Stadium, the Padres, what's it called? Petco. Here's the pitch. Outside, runner goes, throw. It doesn't matter. It's a walk. Even the Diamondbacks. Chase Field, is it? Chase Field. I had a big problem with StubHub, and I'm probably never going to use StubHub again for major league tickets. I was, looking for the cheapest option, and I'm going to a Royals game as the mound visit takes place. And I look at the MLB website, the MLB app, and the cheapest seats are like $22. It's no big deal, right? But I'm not a high roller. I'm already looking for the cheapest seats. I go on StubHub and there's some for like $9 with the fees and everything is like 15. So it's only a $7 difference. But hey, $7 is $7 where I come from. So I tried to buy it. I bought it on StubHub, and they said, and I bought it well before the game, before I even left for the game. And I got it. They said that I would get email notification when the transfer was ready. The person had to transfer it to me. Well, now we're relying on some person who I don't even know, who could be a completely irresponsible person. Here's the pitch, low and inside. And that person never sends me the ticket. I'm like driving to the game. I'm like 5 hours from Kansas City. I still don't have the ticket. I'm like 2 hours from Kansas City. I finally call them. Maybe actually I was 3 hours out when I called them the first time. They give me the runaround, tell me I'm going to get an email. I never get the email. I call them again. They put me on hold for 30 minutes at a time, 40 minutes sometimes. Keep on saying they're going to send me an email. I never get the email. I never get a ticket. I never get a replacement ticket. I'm at the freaking stadium then. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on and missed. I'm at the stadium parking lot of Kauffman Stadium, and it's actually, I'm about to do a post-game show for the Giants. And I'm on hold, and I finally just hang up on him. I start the post-game show, then my phone rings right in the middle of the post-game show, interrupting that. I told him, just email me with whatever you're going to tell me because I'm doing a post-game show. Here's the pitch. That one's a high pop-up foul and out of play. Actually, it's in play. The camera didn't switch to him, so I just assumed it was out of play, and then the camera switches to Chapman, and he makes the catch. So it was in play and foul ground. $7 is $7 where I'm from. Yeah, so anyway, I finally finished my post game, and I called them back. They tried to put me on hold. I said, stop putting me on hold. The game is starting. The game starts in 5 minutes. I need to get in the stadium. I'm going to have to buy from someone else. I'm going to have to buy directly from MLB. And they said, don't worry, we'll send you an email with replacement tickets. Did I get that email? No. So I just finally said, screw you guys. I bought a ticket from MLB. I called them from inside the stadium and told them finally they gave me a refund. So it was just an absolute pain in the ass. Buy from MLB.com and you get your ticket immediately, even though it might be a little more expensive. That pitch is upstairs. It's a 1-1 count here. 3-1 Yankees. Webb is not good today. Doing an SF postgame show on 4:15 versus Philadelphia. Sounds good. Giants reps are good at returning calls and emails. There's a shot down the first base line. It's picked up at first by the first baseman. Who's that, Schmidt? But the runner's able to advance. So they'll be at second and third now. 2 down in the inning. Still 3-1. Yankees threatening to expand on the lead. So moral of the story is, and I've had success with StubHub, but this is not the first time that's happened before. You're relying, there's a swing and a miss. Most of the time, when you buy a ticket from StubHub, you're relying on some random person you don't know to send you the tickets. And the person intends to send the tickets, but sometimes people get busy. They don't check their phone, they don't check their email. We don't know where these people are, who they are. They could be drunk. They could be passed out on a ditch somewhere. We don't know who these people are. They could be working 12-hour shifts in a warehouse somewhere. They could be doing anything. And they people's not always thinking about everything. They're not thinking about the tickets, and they don't get the email, and they don't transfer you the freaking ticket. And you're sitting there like a dumbass, and you can't contact them. That's in there for strike 3 call to end the inning. So Webb looked good in that at bat. Gets out of the inning, 2 stranded, still 3-1, and we move on, getting out of the inning. We don't know who these people are. And when we're talking about sporting events and a ticket, if you're buying it day up, now if you're buying it in a month advance, you'll probably be fine. They'll transfer it to you. But if you're trying to buy day of or the day before, I've decided it's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the headache. And the next day I went to another Royals game. I bought directly from MLB. And it's cool because the MLB app will keep track of all the stadiums you've gone to and all the teams and all the matchups. And it's got some cool features like that. And sometimes when you buy from someone else, and unless they transfer it to you directly for the MLB app, sometimes they don't. The MLB app doesn't know you went to the game. Eric is a comic genius. I don't think so. I'm just telling the story. People did used to say you should do stand up. I can never do stand up. I can never do stand up. I might be like funny in the moment, talking to a group of people and they're laughing and they're like, dude, you should do stand up. As soon as I get up on that stage and I see 100 people looking at me, I'm just going to be like, you have to have so much confidence to do stand up comedy because it's unlike anything else. Any other speech you're giving, you can give a speech. People are not supposed to necessarily react. They just give your speech and it's nerve wracking enough. But when you're doing stand up comedy, if people don't laugh, you're blowing it. You actually have to make people laugh. That is, whew. I would never even try it. I don't care how funny people think I am. I know myself, dude, I would be a nervous wreck, man, an absolute nervous wreck. I could have some comedy. I have stand up written. I used to write down stand up stuff, even though I knew I was never going to actually do it. But it was just stuff I thought was funny. And maybe if I ever knew someone who did stand up, I could, share with some of the material and see what they think. Because I've had some stuff that's funny, but actually delivering it in front of a bunch of people is a whole different story. Pitch the Matos is downstairs. But what I got in Kansas City was a bunch of baseball equipment that I'm going to use for the channel. And I got it at a great price, including a pitching machine. The pitching machine is going to come in handy for batting stance videos. And I'm thinking of doing even bat reviews and like actual physical baseball videos while I can still play. And I'm not a professional or anything, but I played high school and I played some as an adult as well in some leagues and some club leagues and things like that. Love to play. So I want to put up some actual baseball videos playing baseball. Maybe I can find a former pro, and say, can I beat a former minor leaguer in home run derby? I wonder if people would watch. That's upstairs. Can I beat a former professional player in home run derby? That's the question. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive. Right field. This one's not going to quite have the juice. And in front of the warning track, Aaron Judge comes up with it. But I got $2,000 worth of equipment for a super low price. So that's why it was worth it. Mustache May. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Remind me in May. Here's Casey Schmidt. The pitch. Curveball grounded foul. Eric, we're hitting like sissies, except for Jung Hoo Lee. I would agree. That home run did break up the no-hitter. Rodon looks in. The 0-1 pitch eventually coming. Here it is. Swinging a grounder. Third base, gobbled up. Throw to first. Got him. But we will be doing play-by-play this season on request. This game was requested by Bob Granelli, and I'm on top of it. We're in the 5th inning. Off to Philly tomorrow. Giants don't have a day off for long mother effing long time. They play 4 against the Phillies, straight to Los Angeles to play the Angels, straight back to San Francisco to play the Brewers, then straight again to San Francisco. You stay in San Francisco to play the Rangers. Giants don't have a freaking day off. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call. Looked a little low. I think I scared the cat with that call. Giants don't, unless I'm missing something here, we'll look at the schedule. I don't think they have a day off until April 28th. No problem, SG. Another day, another way. April 28th. That's a lot of games consecutively. Anthony Rendon would not be happy. Today is the 13th of April, and you can see we had a day off Thursday. Look at this stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 straight days without a day off. That's baseball for you. But that is a particularly long stretch of games without a day off, especially considering you're going from New York to Philadelphia to Los Angeles to San Francisco without a day off. They have to fly literally from Philadelphia to LA, and there's no day off in between. There's no road day. There's no, like, I think players look at this kind of thing and they're like, that's going to suck. And don't worry, I don't have any, it's not that that's not that I feel terrible for these players who are making millions of dollars and getting to play in the big leagues. But there's also coaches and staff and a lot of other people who got to make this road trip as well. That's a tough road trip, which is why it's crucial to win this series against the Yanks to gain some momentum. Yeah, I will. I was hoping to go to some of these games against the Rockies, May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I want to see what the promos are. I was thinking about going to Chicago for that 5th, 6th, 7th. I don't think I'm going to make it to Wrigley Field because I have other plans. And those plans are actually that weekend against the Minnesota Twins. I had tickets to see a college series not far from Minnesota, believe it or not. So there's a possibility, that's a strike, that I'll be able to go to one or more of those games against the Twins, which would be amazing to go to Target Field. Pitch on the way to Judge is a strike. I don't have a good feeling about the games. That's don't wake the F up. Star Wars week again. Oh, it's Star Wars week. Now, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, the original series. I don't hate the prequels. When they came out, I was pretty disappointed in the prequels, but here's the pitch. Way inside and tight, almost hit Aaron Judge. But compared to the new Disney stuff, I'm loving the prequels. Saturday and Sunday, exact days for Star Wars. What's the giveaway? It's probably some BB-8, some new Disney stuff. Because they're in a relationship with Disney, and Disney wants to only push the new stuff. Still to this day, they haven't figured out if they would just push the old stuff, the R2-D2, C-3PO, Chewbacca, Han, Luke, Leia, they would make a crap ton more money, but they don't care about all that. 3-1 New York, and it's a walk. So Judge is walked on that pitch that was inside tight. He'll be at first base. Oh, no, we fall to third. And Judge is going to lead off the pitch on the way. Bellinger takes a hack at it, didn't get it. Fouled it off, actually. Bellinger, former Little League World Series star. Pitch. Ground ball foul at the plate, 0-2. Bucket Hat Saturday, BB-8 Sunday. I mean, I don't mind BB-8 as far as the design itself. Just the movies are just trash. I'll take the bucket hat. I don't wonder what the bucket hat looks like, though. Hopefully it just says Star Wars. That pitch is way upstairs. Jung Hoo Crew. Now, Jung Hoo Crew t-shirts would be cool. That Jung Hoo Crew in the outfield, they're so cool. They got all their moves here. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bellinger's out. That 3D made that look like the worst swing in the history of baseball. It looked like he was up there and went like, did something weird with it. It was actually a normal swing. He just missed it. Haven't finished the Harry Potter series just yet. I kind of took a break from it, but I'll be back on that shortly. I watched a movie. There's the pitch. I forgot what it's called. It's some love story movie that sounded pretty good. It's a remake of an old movie from an old novel. What was it called? Pride and Prejudice. It was pretty good. No balls, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch. Goldie swings and misses. Goldschmidt has not looked particularly great at the plate this year. I'm thinking maybe he's a little bit on the older side. Maybe he's past his prime here. Bucket hats look nice. Matos is wearing it in the thumb. Well, if Matos wears it, I can wear it. If Matos can wear it, I can wear it. That pitch is inside. Coming to you from New York Yankees Stadium, new Yankee Stadium. Why did they tear down the old stadium, guys? I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Here's the pitch. If Wrigley Field and Fenway Park, especially Wrigley, which has been updated and changed so much, I don't know if a single piece of Wrigley Field still remains from the original Wrigley Field. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been updated and changed, but it's still the same stadium. Pitch is inside. It's still Wrigley. If those two stadiums they can keep on renovating and keeping up with, why can't they do that with other stadiums? And sometimes stadiums need to go, sometimes. But Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built, there's a swing and a foul. How are you going to tear that down? How the hell do you tear down the house that Ruth built? You dumb mother effers. Every team in ML West is above, in the NL West above 500 except the Rockies. I didn't see any review on Eric's house. You're supposed to review every movie you watch. Just turn on the camera and upload. I'm a little bit behind. I'm a little bit behind. I watched so many movies. I'm about 10 movies behind. I'm going to try to catch up. Actually, my camera had an issue. I had to order a new battery for the camera I've been using. We're going to be back on track. We're getting back on track with that. Baseball season's in full swing. There's a lot going on. Here's the pitch. Outside. Runner, no, walks. So it's a walk. Runners at first and second now. Not to mention, I've been working on my car a lot. Fenway's the oldest stadium, still standing strong. Fenway's old. Wrigley's old. And I've been to, in the last 2 years, this year and last year, I went to older stadiums. I went to Anaheim Stadium last year, and I went to Kauffman Stadium this year. I don't know what's the problem. I would like to know specifically what's the problem. Like, okay, the bathrooms work, the plumbing works. There's a grounder to first, throw over to second for 1, no return throw. So they get the force at second. That'll put runners on the corners now with 2 outs. Judge advances to third, still 3-1, and the Yankees threatening again to expand on the lead. The plumbing works. We can walk around. The seats are nice. Everything looks beautiful. Everything looks fine. So I just want to know, like, is something not up to code? Is there wood that's crumbling? Is it about to like fall? Is it getting dangerous in some way? If that's the case, at least I understand. But from just a perspective of a fan, the fan experience, I thought Angel Stadium was absolutely fantastic, and I thought Kauffman Stadium was even better. I got a webcam right now on my PC. And like they want to tear these places down. What's going to happen with Oracle? Oracle is there's a snap throw to first, didn't get him. That was a risky throw with a runner at third. That guy's got cojones right there. That catcher, Patrick Bailey. Whew, you got guts to make that throw. I wouldn't. I would not. Is it worth it? Is it worth the snap throw to first with a runner at third in a 3-1 game and 2 out? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it because you throw that ball away, first baseman misses it, a run comes in. Now look how dumb you look. Swinging a foul back. I haven't heard any talk yet of Oracle being too old, of Oracle needing replacement. But the day might be coming. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll do it. Because there's stadiums that have been built that are less than 30 years old that they're talking like Chase Field. When was Chase Field built? 1998. A year or two before. That literally opened in 1998, and people are talking about Chase Field needs to be replaced. They need millions in renovations. The AC is having problems. The roof is having problems. They can't even open or close the roof with fans inside the stadium. Now I know it's a whole different situation, but they treat Oracle like a mansion with numerous upgrades and renovations in the offseason. So, yeah, I think that Oracle will last a long, long time. But what about when it's 50? What about in 20 years from now, 25 years from now? We may still be alive. We may still be watching the Giants. I might still be here doing post games at the age of 60 or 70. I would hate that day to come. I hope I don't live to see the day when they get rid of Oracle Park or even talk about it or even start saying, Oracle Park's one of the crumbling Oracle. They expanded the suites, field level tunnel, and promenade for grab and go booths. Until 70? It's very possible. It's very possible. It's very possible. Let's look at stadiums by age. Fenway Park is the oldest. Now, I don't even know if they can tear down Yankee Stadium, they can tear down Fenway. If they can tear down Yankee Stadium, they can tear down Wrigley. We'll get back to that momentarily. There's a swing and a miss as the Giants, these commercial breaks go quick. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Low. 1-1. 3-1. Yankees are on top here. It's Christian Koss. Come on, Koss. Is it Koss? Come on, Koss. Swing and a miss. Koss, dude, I stuck my neck out for you, man. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Base hit right here. Get that hit, man. Get that hit. Koss digging in. He knows, dude. He's grinding every at bat. He absolutely knows he's on the verge of getting sent down. He hits a roller short, and it's missed, and he's going to reach base. And it might be a base hit. Let's see the call.
For Christian Koss. Not a sure thing that Volpe would have thrown him out with his great speed. I think it's a head. He played it into a backhand.
Here's the play.
Base hit is the ruling.
Base hit!
For Christian Koss. We thought maybe he had a base hit on the last road trip on a bunt. But the official score ruled it an error.
Is that his first?
Ramos. A foul. 0-1. Curveball there. 78 miles an hour from
First.
Carlos Rodon. 2 hits for the Giants in the game. The other one was a home run by Jung-Hoo Lee into the right center field bleachers back in the 4th inning.
Here's the
Giants down by 2.
Yeah, he's sure he's not talking. They're not making a very big deal out of Christian Cost's first major league hit. So we'll make a big deal here. Christian Cost has a hit. It wasn't the hardest hit ball in the history of the game. In fact, it might have been the softest hit ball in the history of the game. But Christian Cost on the board. And I hope they grab that baseball. Look, it was a hit, as a hit, as a hit. It was a little slow roller to short, and he was probably going to beat it out. They had to rush on the play. There's a swing and a foul by Elliot Ramos, and it was a base hit for Christian Koss. And I'm super happy for Christian Koss. We're going to try to get that MLB debut patch card of Christian Koss whenever that one comes out. Someone has to find it first. There's a strike 3 call to Ramos, and Elliott is out. We got someone from the beaches of Delaware. From the beaches of Delaware. Thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate it. Beautiful state. The great state of Delaware. Wonderful. Here's the pitch. Upstairs.
Raise and rub Broncos.
Let's go down to the floor.
Howdy, y'all.
Or imagine being able to be magically whisked away to Delaware. Hi, I'm in Delaware.
We're in Delaware. No, just messing around with you guys. Delaware is awesome. Best food at Oracle. The pizza is good at Oracle. Not it's probably not my favorite. I know the garlic fries are very popular, and there's something about them that are really good. They're not usually that crispy. Stockton Ports have some really nice crispy garlic fries that I might prefer in some ways, but in some ways the Oracle, the flavor is just off the charts. Curveball way outside to Adames. No plans to review Wayne's World until I watch it again. I've seen it, 20 times, 30, 40. Here's the pitch. Way upstairs. Walked him. Giants have something going. 2 men on here. By the way, we're running out of time. It's already the 6th inning. Giants have not caught up yet. But guess who's coming up? Jung-Hoo Lee. Oh, how could someone not know where Delaware is? That is just sad. But no, you're right. In fact, I know some young people, and I am shocked at what they don't know. I was driving around, and there was a couple of teenagers in the back, and I was with one of my friends who's closer to my age. And my friend was like, these people are such idiots. We're just messing around with them. Like, ask them an easy question, and they won't know. And I'm like thinking of it like, I don't know. Who's the first president? I started to say who's the first president. Like, never mind. That's too easy. And he's like, no, dude, seriously, ask them. And I was like, dude, of course they know who the first president is. That's just dumb. And he's like, ask them. And I was finally, okay, who's the first president? And they're like, I was like, no fudging way. You are playing with me. They literally didn't know who the first president was. And they're like 17, 18. I was like, what? Favorite comedy movies, too many to name. Lefty throws. Swinging a rip foul back. Dumb and Dumber comes to mind. But there are some funny ones. Some that people probably never heard of or seen. I need to go to a San Jose Giants game soon myself. Speaking of that. Pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee from the lefty to the lefty. Down low. 1-2. The odd couple, yeah. No, I know all about Delaware. Dover, Delaware. Here's the pitch. Lefty throws. There's a swing. Ground ball down the the right field line. Diving attempt by Goldschmidt, but that's foul. Omaha. Delaware, of course, Delaware's right there, right next to New Jersey, next to Baltimore, next, it's probably a short drive to DC, short drive to New York City, relatively short drive to Boston, I'm guessing. Yet there's a swing. There's a shot by Jung-Hoo Lee. It's back. Is it? It's out of here. Jung-Hoo Lee did it. It's gone. Jung-Hoo Lee has done it again. It's the Jung-Hoo Lee show. 4-3, and the Giants have taken the lead. Oh, my goodness. I hesitated because I thought for a split second that it might be a replay. I was like, are they doing a replay from the earlier home run? Because it looks so similar. And then I saw where it landed. And I said, no, that's not the replay. He did it. Wow. Jung-Hoo Lee is putting on a show as Flores takes one outside. It's a 3-run shot from Lee. And the Giants, and that was a kind of a hanging curve, but it was off the plate, upstairs and in, it looked like. And Jung-Hoo Lee just adjusted and crushed it. There's a swing and a foul from Flores. And this game has complete you is, you was, you were, you could, to be, this game has completely flip-flopped. Unbelievable.
Have you ever had a dream that you had you could you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
What a shot from Jung-Hoo Lee. There's a high pop fly, short left field, playable in the infield. It is caught by the shortstop. Home run replay incoming for Jesus Christ, my King. Well, Jesus Christ, my King requested. We have to do it. Jung-Hoo Lee. Second home run of the game.
Right field. Judge back. Still going back. Goodbye. Jung-Hoo Lee has made himself at home in the big ballpark in the Bronx. Like the Babe. Like the Mick. Reggie Jackson. Jung-Hoo Lee. Right field. Judge.
We're just going to watch it on repeat for the rest of the stream.
Back. Still going back. Goodbye.
Just kidding. Nice shot right there. And this is a whole new ball game. 4-3 Giants. Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee. Can we get We need a Jung-Hoo Lee background now. What a shot. There's a pitch. There's a swing and a foul straight back from Chappie. Now it really has shown he can hit at this level. We need a Jung-Hoo Lee emoji. That's for damn sure. Let me get that Jung-Hoo Lee emoji going. Here's the pitch to Chappie. Down low and in. And that's ball 4 for the walk. Emoji incoming for Jung-Hoo Lee. Takes me just a minute to get it there. By the way, the inning is over. I don't know what happened. I was busy doing something else. So it looks like, no, the inning is not over. They're doing a pitching change. I was like, what happened? Why is it a commercial? So Chappie walks, and Mark Leiter is going to come into the game, Mark Leiter Jr., to replace Rodon. Yankees are absolutely stunned right now. on the shot from Jung-Hoo Lee. And we are going to update the emojis to reflect the recent 2 home runs from Jung-Hoo Lee in this ball game. I think we know who the player of the game is going to be if the Giants hang on. Okay. What are we doing here? What am I doing? Emoji, emoji, emoji. Let's change. Matos for the time being, and we'll put Lee. Okay. I'm going to try to comment in the comment section to see if it worked. I put Yaz on the thumbnail. He's not even in the lineup. Just realized that. There's Jung. There's Jung-Hoo Lee. We're ready. New pitcher's in. Lighter with the pitch. It's a curveball in there for a strike and up to the plate. Mike Yastrzemski. Just as I mentioned, Mike Yastrzemski's on the thumbnail but didn't start. He steps up to the plate. My young cousin is at this game. Very nice. I'm sure I got cousins at the game too. I just don't know that we're related. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and hits a high fly ball. Right field. Judge makes the catch. 2 down. What did I do? Is my mic off? What did I do? What did I do? Adames Muse. Whew, still kind of recovering from how this game has unfolded in such an amazing way. Jung-Hoo Lee has 2 home runs today at Yankee Stadium. Unbelievable. Mike Yastrzemski flied out to end the inning. We're heading now to the bottom of inning number 6. We have a new pitcher in for Logan Webb. And this is the good thing about having Hayden Birdsong in the bullpen. You take out Webb, you bring in another really good starter, and he can go for 2 or 3 innings if needed, and it's Hayden Birdsong. He's going to come in to pitch for the Giants. Mike Yastrzemski will stay in the game. He's going to move out to right field, and it's going to be Jason Dominguez, Escara, and Cabrera coming up for the New York Yankees. And yeah, grandson of the wind, Adames Muse. It's a 4-3 Giants lead. If you missed the second one, here it is.
Right field. Judge back. Still going back. Goodbye. Jung-Hoo Lee has made himself at home in the big ballpark in the Bronx. Like the Babe. Like the Mick. Reggie Jackson. Jung-Hoo Lee.
So the Yankees have lost the lead. Giants ready to take the series. Then it's off to Philadelphia for 4 games in Philly. I know the song. I just don't know it super well enough to play it right on hand. I got to practice it a little bit. AM agrees. Zendava, Adames Muse, Wolf 3100. Everyone's here. Everyone is here. Hayden Birdsong on the mound. Here's the first pitch of the inning. There's a swing and a chopper foul. I don't know what this 3D thing is showing. It's completely tripping out right now. It doesn't know what's happening, I don't think. He broke his bat, I think, is what's going on. I don't know. I'm tripping out. There's the foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Philadelphia? Birdie, Birdsong, AM agreed, friend, amigos. Everybody's here. Dominguez. Had broken his bat. Now he's back up. Now we're ready. Birdsong looks in. Here's the pitch, and that one should be a strike. Send in Birdsong, Rodriguez, and Walker. Close this thing out, and let's go home. I'm trying to get it back in sync here. We're a little off here. It's a foul back from Mascara. Giants 4, Yankees 3. No balls and a strike. Or is it Dominguez? There's a swing and a miss. Zendava could be starting. Eric forgot to hit the like. Don't even worry about that. It's never too late to hit the like button. Hayden Birdsong on the pitch. Escara at the plate. Yankee Stadium, New York. The pitch. Strike 3 call. See ya. 1 down here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Or is it 2 down? Sorry about that. Yeah, because that's 2 outs. Because he got Escara and he got Dominguez. So 2 down in the inning. Here's the pitch. That one is low and in. Birdsong should be a starter. Run a 6-man. Let's do a 7-man. Let's do a 162-man rotation. Different man every night. That's what I'm talking about. No, that's not a terrible idea. Pitch to Cabrera is swinging. Ground ball. Second base. Fielded cleanly. The throw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hayden Birdsong. We're moving into the late innings, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 4-3 Giants lead through 6. Let's freaking go. Yankees are on their heels. It ain't over, though. We still got work to do. Still got work to do. In between innings, we'll start work on the Immaculate Grid. Oh, Kansas City Royals, Mike Moustakas. And Reds, Mike Moustakas. Mike Moustakas, 12%. Royals, Padres. Royals, Padres. Hosmer. Huge difference, kids. Huge difference. Kansas City and the Cubs. I just answered that. I said, I've heard it. Yeah, I know the song is not super well. I guess I will need to head up to Philly for 1 or 2 of those games. Take about 2 hours to get to Philly. Yes. Only one team, meaning they only play for that team and nobody else. Wow. Padres is Tony Gwynn. That's going to be like 90%. Tell me it's like 90%, 42%. Who else are they picking? Or like maybe some like Tatis Jr. or something like that. Cubs, you might think Ryan Sandberg, but he actually had a couple at bats with the Philadelphia Phillies. So Cubs would not be Ryan Sandberg, but it would be Ernie Banks. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ernie Banks, 40%. We're not going for no rarity today. Who only played for the Reds? Oh, Joey Votto. Did he play for the Blue Jays, though? He signed with them. I can't remember if he had an official at bat with the Blue Jays or was that just spring training? Zobrist. Yeah, Royals, Cubs. Zobrist. Of course. The game is back. We're ready. It's 4-3 Yankees, top of the seventh. Pitch is a check swing. I'm going to check with the first base umpire. No swing at the plate. Casey Schmidt. Casey Schmidt came up hot from the minor leagues in his first promotion. Then he struggled, got sent back, made the team out of the spring training this year. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Schmidt swinging. There's a shot right field down the line. Fair ball. That's going to be at least 2. He's heading to second. He'll hold up there. Judge throws it in, slide into second base, double for Casey Schmidt, and the Giants have a runner in scoring position to start the bottom of the 6th or the top of the 7th inning. It says bottom of the 6th right there. That's completely wrong. This thing's got some glitches in it. They're working through this 3D thing. Understandably, I can't really get mad at glitches, although I am working by myself, so I have a lot of technical issues, but MLB's got billions of dollars and 8 million employees, so you would think they could do a little better, but that's okay. Runner at second base is Casey Schmidt, and that's going to bring to the plate Patrick Bailey, hitting left-handed now. And the first pitch is a strike call in the outside corner, 0-1 the count. Props to the Cubbies for spanking the Dodgers. We needed it, and we can't check out the other scores in the game. I think the Dodgers play tonight, though. Bailey 0-1. Starting catcher for the San Francisco Giants. That was a nice slide, Warlock. I saw that slide. Slightly open stance, maybe fairly open here on the left-hand side of the plate. The pitch is called a strike. That one, maybe a slightly favorable strike. It looked a little bit outside. It might have nicked the strike zone. I don't know, but 0-2. Yeah, I was going to say earlier, I can't wait for the ABS system. Here's the 0-2. Curveball outside. One of the few rule changes, if you will, that I'm actually for. And it's not so much that I want the game to stop and to have to check, but I think that we won't have to check as often because the umpires have huge egos. They don't want to be proven wrong by the ABS system. They don't want players to request replays. So what does that mean? It means they're going to actually do better at their jobs. Pitches in the dirt. So I think it's going to keep them accountable. Runner stays at second here, 2-2. I think it's going to hold them accountable, and they're going to actually do better as umpires because God forbid someone requests a replay and then it gets overturned and you look like a complete incompetent idiot. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter by the name of Patrick Bailey. Runner leads from second. The right-hander throws, fouled off. There's a Patrick Bailey bat for sale, signed at spring training for $200. I wanted that bat so bad, but I didn't have $200, so clearly I didn't get it. 4-3 Giants. Should be Major League ready. We have a no-hitter alert for the Rays. What's going on there? That ball squirts away, but the runner's not going to advance. 3-2. Maybe we can check on that. It's actually, I see 2 no-hitter alerts. I see a perfect game in Boston, or excuse me, in Chicago. Boston 2, White Sox nothing. There's a perfect game going on. And there's also a no-hitter in Tampa Bay between the Braves and the Rays. What's going on today? And over here we got Jung-Hoo Lee threatening to tie an MLB record with 4 homers in a game. He's halfway there. What's going on? Here's the pitch on the way. No pitch. I'm trying to load them up. We're getting just white because it's 2025. Internet sucks these days. Can't even get a freaking internet page to load. In 1996, it would load right up. 2025, we can't get it. There's a ground ball foul. So here's a perfect game from who's pitching for the Red Sox? Who else? Garrett Crochet. Well, it's not a perfect game. It looks like he's given up a walk. So the perfect game is that evidently he just walk someone? He just walked Brooks Baldwin. Here's the pitch on the way to Bailey. That one is strike 3 call. First 2 strikes on the outside corner, third strike on the inside corner. Bailey is saying like, dude, everything's a strike, huh? So Bailey strikes out looking. And yeah, it looks like Crochet has walked a man, but this is a no-hitter in play. They'll pull these guys this day and age. They will actually pull a pitcher with a no-hitter. What a day for baseball. In Tampa Bay, I guess I'll say in Tampa Bay. It's not in St. Petersburg, in Tampa proper, at a minor league ballpark. As you can see, look at the minor league ball. Look at the trees out in left center field there. This is so obviously a spring training ballpark from this angle. Here's the pitch. That's a curveball. That is a ball to Christian Koss. Is Koss up? Yeah, Koss is going to get another shot here. Koss has a hit earlier today, his first big league hit. It was a grounder that he was able to beat out, and the actual play wasn't even made on it. He couldn't make a clean play because he was rushing. That was a curve for a strike, 1-2. But Crochet's working on the no-hitter, and then in Tampa, Chris Sale didn't pitch too well. Who is working on it? Oh, it's over now. It was Boyle. Boyle was working on a no-hitter, but he just gave up something. Boyle was working on a no-hitter, but he just gave up runs. And a hit. So, okay, well, we can forget that. We can forget that crap. Let's get back to the Giants. We will check up on that other no-hitter possibility, though. There's a couple no-hitters. Yep, over for the Rays. Lost the no-hitter. Braves got a hit. My phone is just going off today. Who is texting me? Top of the 7th, 4-3. The pitch. There's a swing from Koss, and he puts this one into the seats. That'll be a Suvi. Make the pitcher work. So around baseball, the perfect game is over. The no-hitter is over, but there is still a no-hitter in Chicago with Garrett Crochet. It looks like some action. I see out of the corner of my eye. Let me call that. We're a little off sync here. I'm not sure what happened. Koss standing in. It's 4-3. Here's the pitch. Swinging Koss. Ground ball, base hit, right field. Christian Koss does come through. Here comes the runner, the tag. Safe! And the Giants, 5-3. Christian Koss with a proper base hit this time. A no-question base knock to right field. First RBI. Okay. Very nice, Christian Koss. Koss coming through. Second big league hit, bumping that batting average up a little more. 5-3 Giants, and he is contributing. He had a hit earlier unless they changed the call, unless they changed the ruling. Oh, no, they called this one an error. Did they call that an error? That looked like a clean hit. That's weird. Well, I guess they called it an error. Doesn't matter as far as the game goes, but it does matter for Christian Koss. Reaches on a fielding error by Paul Goldschmidt. That looked like a clean hit. I'll have to check it out on a little high definition because I do got it on my phone, and I can't. Now it says. Well, yeah, I can't find it just yet. Let me know if you guys are watching on the big screen. Was that an error? It didn't look like an error. It looked like a hit. Zendava, Tyler Burbeck. Everyone is here. And Ramos is the batter. And we are getting ready, hopefully, for a pitch, and he fouls it off. We have a pitching change. New pitcher in for the New York Yankees. I don't know who the hell this is. From the stretch, he looks in. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Ramos. And there's a swing and a miss, or foul back, I guess. I thought they changed pitchers. It still says Leiter Jr. on the screen. It's Ian Hamilton. Ian Hamilton. Error for sure. Okay. Must have been an error. Like I said, I got him on a little screen here with not the best resolution. If I try to put good resolution, it buffers and stuff. Here's the pitch on the way. 5-3. High pop fly. Foul ground. Goldschmidt looks like he has it, and he does. So on out there, Ramos pops out to Goldschmidt. He is not happy, but Giants still up by a couple runs here. Zendava thinks we need more. I would agree. Insurance. Of course, you don't want to hurt the other team's feelings. It's one of the unwritten rules of the game, but in this case, we have no choice. As Adames is due to hit next. Here's the pitch. Takes one in tight. 1-0. Adames 0 for 2. He's walked, reached base once. 2-run lead, Giants. Right-hander looks in. Ian Hamilton. There's a pitch outside. Some good movement on that one. Adames takes it. 2-0. Let's go, Willie. Goldschmidt holding the runner on at first. Short lead. Hamilton looks in, fires away. There's a swing and a high fly ball. Deep left field. Way back. Is it fair? No. That one's foul. I think it had a home run distance. We'll go again. 2-1 to Adames. Curveball right there. Buckled him a little bit. Yeah, simple way to avoid most unwritten rules. Play better. I would agree. Elvis R. Us. The pitch. Got him swinging. And Adames is, well, he's not playing like the superstar free agent that the Giants thought they signed so far this year, but we're getting W's. That's all that matters. But Adames is going to need to heat up. Inning over. Let's go back to the grid. Who only played for the Reds? I'm thinking of like a lot of classic Reds players like Joe Morgan, but he played for the Giants and a couple other teams in the Astros. I'm thinking of Pete Rose. He played for other teams. He played for the Expos and Phillies. Johnny Bench. Did Johnny Bench? Yeah, no. Rose played for the Phillies and the Expos. Johnny Bench. There's no way Johnny Bench played for any other team but the Reds. There's no way. Johnny Bench! We went for it, and we got it. Played second base minimum 1 game. Well, now we can go. Speaking of um, um, so we're talking about the Reds. We're talking about Joe Morgan. I just mentioned him and then I forgot. Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan, second base, Reds. Okay. There's something just right about a Hall of Fame player named Willie on the Giants, 100%. Padres second base. Who played second base for the Padres? What about our old third base coach? Did he ever play second base? I don't know. What position did he play? Didn't he play second base, shortstop? Flannery? Did Tim Flannery ever play second base once for the Padres? Maybe there's a easier guess to go with, like Donovan Solano or Reyes. Did he play second base at least one game? Solano played on the Cubs for a little while, right? I mean, on the Padres. He probably played second base at least once. Yeah, Donovan Solano, 0.3% for the rarity score. And Cubs, well, Ryan Sandberg is going to destroy that poll. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's not worry about rarity score. Ryan Sandberg. All right, we got a perfect poll. The more common answers. Ryan Sandberg, of course. Banks, Ben Zobers. We pretty much got all the popular. Oh, Jake Cronenworth. Our oldest Chapman, Royals and Reds. Interesting. You don't like hits? I hate the Dodgers. John Gould is the first lefty to ever hit 2 home runs off Carlos Rodon in the same game. How many years do we have this trash dude for? Oh, man. I think it's 7. What is it? 7 years, $182 million. $182 million. Yeah, it's what do they call it? Sonic slush, grape. Every time one of those gray men come out from the ground in this 3D, I think it's going to be Lucille, because that gray is straight up Lucille gray. Well, this 3D thing is glitchy as F, but you know what? It's better than nothing. 1 ball, no strikes. Yankees are coming back up here. We're not synced up. Here's the pitch. There's a swinging a foul ball. 2-0 the count. 2-0. 2-1 on the foul ball. It's showing like the Giants batting, and the Giants are not batting on. Yeah, Giants are not batting. I don't know what's going on here. Now here the Yankee guy comes up from the ground. This is nuts. 2-2 pitch. That one is down low. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Did I forget to do the 7th inning stretch? Oh, well. Here's the pitch. High pop-up, left field. Should be playable. Coming in, Ramos. He's got it. 1 down. Conspiracy Nuts, JFY. What's going on? Thank you for jumping in. I appreciate it. One down in the inning. Here's the pitch on the way to Aaron Judge. Just takes a strike. Aaron Judge is a monster, man. He's going to the Hall of Fame. I mean, let's just keep it all the way. He will be in the Hall of Fame as soon as he finishes his 10th year, which is this year. He's already played. So, He's definitely going. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's got now 10 years in, and I think he's going. He is a tank. He's a beast. I mean, he's got over 300 career home runs. He's got 2 MVPs. He's got a Rookie of the Year. He's got how many All-Star selections? 6 All-Stars, 4 Silver Sluggers. He's got an American League record, 62 home runs in a season. There's a shot, center field, but it didn't quite get it on the sweet spot of the bat, of the what do they call it? The torpedo bat, and it's caught, and Judge will have to return to first. Judge walked. I don't know if I mentioned that. So Judge has walked, and then there's a shot from Bellinger. It's caught in center field. Judge returns to first, 2 down in the inning. But yeah, Aaron Judge, I think, could retire today. I know he just has over, barely 1,000 hits, but I think he retires today. He gets in. Give him a few more years, and it's a guarantee. Here's a pitch to Goldie. That's in there for a strike. Coca-Cola is my favorite. I mean, I know they're not good for you, but man, they are absolutely bomb. Absolutely bomb. And I'm just trying to figure out. Here's the pitch to Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. We'll try to get this back synced up here in a minute. I don't know why it says Rice is up. Pitch on the way to Goldie. There's a swing and a miss, and he strikes him out, and that's going to do it in the inning. Well, I don't know if he's first ballot if he retires today. Coke is sugar cancer, bro. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far, but definitely not good for you. Definitely not good for you. But you know what? Like, nobody's completely healthy. Like, some people can judge what you eat, and that same person probably smokes and drinks alcohol all the time, right? I don't smoke or drink alcohol. Or someone says, "How could you eat that? That's how could you eat that hamburger? It's unhealthy." Same person goes and freaking smokes crack. So like nobody's perfect, right? Well, there may be somebody who just immaculately takes care of themselves, but not too many people. Not too many people. Some people don't exercise. I try to exercise. I try to eat relatively healthy, but it's man. I wonder why the body doesn't reject stuff that's not good for you. Why does the body why does it bomb? Like, we eat like a piece of cake or ice cream or something that's not good for you. Why does the body say, "Yeah, this is bomb"? Why? It should be like, "Ugh," like you shouldn't want it, because the body should reject it. But it doesn't. The body is failing us. Diet Coke is disgusting. Diet Coke is nasty. Coke a day keeps the bad vibes away. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Keeping it real for real. I didn't know Diet Coke Slurpees exist. That sounds disgusting. I don't like diet. I do not like diet. Well, we knocked out the immaculate grid. And this game is going to the I guess it's going to the top of the eighth inning, right? We're hitting to the top of the eighth. I'm a little confused by the graphic. It still shows the Yankees batting. It doesn't know what's happening. If the umpire starts cleaning home plate, it doesn't know if it's the batter. It's a lot of AI technologies in this 3D thing. And I think it's filming what's going on. It just has to guess who's who, but it doesn't really know. Like, it still thinks the Yankees are up. It hasn't figured that out yet, that it's not the Yankees, right? Like, what's actually going on? It's actually the Giants at the plate now. We'll try to get this game going. So it's actually Jung Hoo Lee looking for his third. Takes a pitch upstairs, 2-2. Jung Hoo Lee. I still drink the Skittles, of course, every day. Is it okay to drink 20 Red Bulls in a day? I wouldn't recommend it, but I can't stop you. There's a swinging a rope foul into the seats. Reese's Pieces are good, Zendava. You want to drink 20 Red Bulls in a day? You may die. You might die. You might die. The pitch. Fouled away from Lee. Honestly, you may pass away if you do that. Here's the pitch. Damn, how about Lee and Birdsong? Loving what I'm seeing. Birdsong is maintaining the lead, not allowing the Yankees to claw back. And Lee is providing the RBIs. And that's how we do this. Look at how far that looks like on the screen. It looks like that foul ball went straight to the moon. Man, the bullpen coming through. My life is good, Loretta. That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. Ground this one foul towards the first base dugout. Jung Hoo Lee is the freaking man. We know it. You know it. And I know it. As Lee stands in. Pitch on the way is outside. That's a Randy Newman song. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Giants up by 2. We're in the top of the 8th. This game is getting close. Here's the pitch. Lee, ball 4. He walked him. Lee has been walked. And the Giants have a base runner. Oh, thank you so much, Zendava. I'm flattered. And here is Flores. Swing and a miss. Looks like the stock market recovered. I'm happy about that. I was a little bit excited when it was down on the dip. I was trying to buy. Here's the pitch, the 0-1 upstairs. But at the same time, I'm glad to see it recovered. So I don't have to stress about it. Ball and a strike. 5-3 Giants. For all I know, it's going to crash again anytime. But you know what? That's how it is. Swing and a miss. 1-2. No, I don't use Robinhood. I never. I don't. That's kind of the app for. I use a regular. Fidelity. I got it in Fidelity Bank. Just got a regular brokerage and a retirement account. Roth IRA with Fidelity. Super easy to use. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Don't need Robinhood. I mean, Robinhood's free, and I know that's the popular app that everyone uses. But I just have Fidelity. Fidelity is real good. I don't trust Robinhood for some reason. So Matt Chapman stands in, 1 away. Runner at first. The pitch upstairs. Fidelity top tier. It's not like I have a whole lot of money either. Don't get that twisted. You just try to put a little bit away at a time. So when I'm 65, if I'm still around, all of a sudden, I got a nice chunk of change to retire on. But hopefully I don't have to retire. Maybe I'm still doing this. Maybe we're still doing play-by-play, post-game shows, baseball talk. I'm going to run out of documentary topics, though, at some point. Although I could just redo them because the snubs will change over, a 20-year period. I just redo the series, updated series, things like that. I know I'm behind. Well, that's just how it is. Don't have to spoil, though. 3-0 pitch and ball 4. Walked him as Charles just said. Everything's going to be different. I might not be behind. I gotta get the broadcast. Then I gotta sync it with this. Then I gotta stream it. So it takes more time for you to get my stream. So by the time you see my stream, I'm going to be behind the game that you're watching on TV. Or that's just how that is. There's just no way around that. Delays, delays, delays. Meme coin. What's the one girl that she sold her meme coin? My meme coin is live. If you bought that meme coin, I can't help you. I mean, everyone's got advice, All I can say is risk is risk. That's the name of the game. If you want to do something risky, it's risky. Going to a casino, that's a serious risk. That's real risk. That's risk that you're not even favored to win. But stock market, you want to invest in something, or you want to buy a meme coin, or it's a little risky. You want to invest in a single company, that's a little risky, but could have huge payoffs. Or you can play the more safe game, which is what I do. You don't want delay, you got to watch live at the game. Yeah, exactly. Bo Falcon has nailed it. You don't want to delay, buy a ticket and go to the game. It's a very slight delay. I mean, come on. I could go to the game and do play-by-play, but I'd have to go get a seat in a very high section. That way I'm not bothering anybody. I don't want to be sitting by people like, and here's the pitch, and it's just a bit outside. People looking at me like I'm a freaking psycho. I mean, yeah, it's fun to bet on sports. I almost bet on McIlroy for the Masters, and I think he won. I was thinking either McIlroy or Morikawa. Well, McIlroy's got it in the bag. He's minus 12. I was like, he's been hot. He is back. He is healthy. I was like, that's the obvious pick. Like, I got to go McIlroy. Morikawa was my dark horse, but he's minus 3. He's played it well, but not good enough with this group. Yeah, these AI graphics are out of control. There's a ground ball foul on the first base line. Did I do play-by-play at Oracle? I do remember doing that. I do remember. I was up there at high and there was no one around me, so I did or did it for a couple innings. It always feels weird. There's a ground ball to first, fielded, tags the bag, and that's an out. So Yaz grounds out to first. Jung-Hoo Lee heads to third on the play. 2 down now. I thought it was last year at a White Sox game. Here's Casey Schmidt. Maybe not. Maybe you're right. I'm tripping. Again, it looks like there's a mound visit and maybe have a pitching change here. We will do a short post-game show after the game. But this AI freaky stuff you see, we're going to look at this in the future and be like, oh my God, I can't believe that's how bad. Look at the 2 catchers. One is an umpire, right? One is a catcher, but AI is too retarded. They don't understand the difference. So we're going to look at this in the future and we're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe how bad that was. Okay. So Schmidt is up and he takes one for a strike. Haven't been able to catch the strays, but Bo Falcon, one of the big supporters of the channel, that pitch is outside, is here. Thank you so much for jumping in. Ball and a strike, 2 outs. Pitch is fouled off. That is going to be a Suvi. Well, Giants need 2 more good innings of pitching and defense to get a win today. Insurance would be nice, but there's 2 outs. There's a swing and a foul ball again into the seats. According to the AI, that one is off into outer space, and it's going to leave the gravitational pull of the Earth. You heard us talk about Mars. I'm going to let y'all know we ain't going to Mars. Not in my lifetime, not in your lifetime. Human beings ain't walking on Mars. It's going to be hundreds of years away. Trust me on that. I'm taking bets. Ground ball at the plate from Schmidt. 2 outs, 1 and 2. Although that baseball looked like it went to Mars on the AI screen. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that'll do it. So Giants unable to score. We are going on to the bottom of the 8th inning. Play by play. Moon landing was legit. We did go to the moon. The moon landing was 100% legitimate. We went to the moon. Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. Michael Collins waited for them. We went back to Apollo 12. Apollo 13, obviously, major issues. Couldn't walk on the moon in that one. Went back for 14, 15, 16, 17. All that was 1,000% legitimate. But going to the moon is a lot different than going to Mars. A huge, huge difference. Going to Mars is so unbelievably difficult. We are not even close. We are not even close to even considering it. We're in the very initial stages of that project. And it'll be generations before it actually happens. We might be able to send, well, we've already been there as far as sending probes and things like that. But as far as a human being actually making that trip, I don't even think it's not even worth it. We're going to have dead astronauts. People are going to die trying to get to Mars. People are going to die trying to get there. No, I didn't make it there. I don't think people understand just how difficult it is and what it would take and how long someone would have to be away from Earth. We're made to be here on Earth. We're evolved to be here on Earth. And so when you leave Earth and you don't have this atmosphere and this gravity, that will mess with your body and it would jack you up real bad. And so there's got to be a lot of missions and preparations before we can send anyone all the way to Mars. I'm thinking we're at least 100 years, maybe a couple hundred years away. Crochet gave up a hit, and the no-hitter is gone. Okay, thanks for that update because I was about to check on it. Chisholm Jr. And we got a new pitch. And it looks like Rogers. Area 51 play-by-play. Always been fascinated by aliens, even though, 3 days to get to the moon. That's right. With the technology we used in 1969 and early 70s, pitches outside. With the Saturn V rocket, get us out of the Earth's gravitational pull and just float on towards the moon. There's a pitch, there's a swing and a miss. And a lot of technical stuff went in. There was a lot of things that could have gone wrong and did go wrong, but pulled it off on Apollo 11 by the skin of our teeth and got back. And the astronauts were okay, but even they had, it's tough coming back to the Earth after you've been gone from it for a while and gone from the gravity. There's a swing and a high fly ball deep right field. That one's got the distance. It's gone. That one's out of here. Jazz Chisholm put one into the seats. I was trying to stay off topic, and I thought maybe nothing would happen. It backfired. A solo shot there, and it's a one-run game. And Malone has lost all hope. We're going to lose, aren't we? It's possible. Over the State Farm and WB Mason signs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Remember in the 80s, we didn't have ads in the outfield, right? In the big leagues. There weren't really ads in the background in the big leagues back then. There's a ground ball to short. He's got it. Throw over, and they got him. Now, there were some ads up there. Like, they had ads, but not on the outfield wall. The outfield wall was part of the playing field. That's sacred territory. We didn't put ads on the outfield wall, just in the minor leagues. Minor leagues, sure. But nowadays, ads all over the outfield wall. Here's Jason Dominguez. 5-4 Giants. Challenger and Columbia, oh, absolute disasters, and probably neither one should have happened. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. Challenger, there was a few experts who knew there was a problem. They tried to tell them, do not do this. Had to do with the cold weather. And thought that they had pulled it off somehow. They got away with it because the launch went off. It looked like everything was going to be fine. There's a ground ball to second, throw to first, and they got him. And then, boom, the thing just goes up. And I watched it, and it traumatized me for life. That was just absolutely horrible. That tells you space flight. I would never be an astronaut, man. And the Columbia had a similar issue, and they kind of knew there was going to be a problem in reentry, and there wasn't anything they can do to fix it. And it just disintegrated on reentry. It's a risk you take if you want to be an astronaut. Here's the pitch. Outside. Of course, the 3 astronauts from Apollo 1 burned up in that fire in the test. That was just the testing phases. J.C. Escarra stands in. 2 down, the 1-0. Outside. Bullpen warming up. 5-4 Giants. The pitch. Outside. After this, it would be very nice to get some insurance in the top of the 9th inning. Very, very, very nice. Tyler looks in, throws. There's a shot. Second base, dive. Schmidt, he's got it. Throw. It was actually to first base, and he got it on the dive. Throws to Tyler Rogers, and that is going to do it. A hell of a play by Casey Schmidt. Looking at the replay, kind of backhanded, dive from the knee, throws, and got him. So we're heading on to the 9th inning. Last chance for the Yankees coming up. But first, the Giants get a chance to add some insurance. So let's go to the 9th inning. Let's check out the scores around Major League Baseball. 2-1 Boston over Chicago in the 8th. 6-3 Toronto losing to the Baltimore Orioles. 7-3 Miami over Washington in the 8th. Minnesota over Detroit 4-1. Tampa Bay over Atlanta 8-3. That's in the 7th. 5-0 St. Louis shutting out Philadelphia in St. Louis. That's in the 7th. Houston 6-3 over the Angels in the 7th. A's and Mets just getting started in Sacktown. San Diego and Rockies about to get started. Seattle and Rangers. Arizona and Milwaukee, and then tonight Dodgers and Cubs. Also, Cleveland lost to the Royals 4-2, and the Reds over the Pittsburgh Pirates 4-0. Tomorrow's going to be a big one in Philly. Landon Roop against Tyrone Walker. Is that who that is? Taiwan, not Tyrone. Apologize. Taiwan Walker. That's going to be a fun one tomorrow. I heard they weren't told, but I need to restudy that. I've read so much on this. It's been a while. I need to brush up on the Columbia disaster for sure. I didn't get rid of the 3D. We were just checking up on the scores. NASA told the cat, that sounds right, and left it to decide whether or not to tell his crew. Yeah, the crew were doomed, more or less. I mean, there's always maybe hope that somehow it doesn't disintegrate, but they knew there was some foam thing. I don't remember the specifics, but I used to know this very well. And the foam thing had broken, and upon launch, it hit out of place, and it was necessary on reentry, and there was just no way to fix it. I can't believe there was just no way to recover them, no rescue mission. It seems like there would have been something they could do to try to bring them back. But space rescue is not. It ain't like you're better off on Mount Everest. There's a better chance they can rescue you as opposed to space. Foul back from Patrick Bailey. We're in the ninth. We're in New York. 5-4 Giants. Bailey at the plate. 0-2 pitch. Swinging. And he does not get that one. Strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes to Patrick Bailey. Bailey's batting average, a piddly 189. He has struck out 3 times today. Where's Malone? Malone, your thoughts on Patrick Bailey, who's hitting 189 with 3 strikeouts on the day? I'm just curious your thoughts. Challenger should never have taken off. If there's any questions, any concerns, as Koss stands in and fouls it off 0-1, it should have never taken off the pitch. There's a shot, right field. Down the line, it's deep. Back. Oh, it's foul. Christian Koss gave one a ride. I'm getting a little hot in here. I need to turn on the AC up in this motherfucker. So Koss with the foul ball down the right field line. Oh, 2 pitch. High. Would be nice to pick up a run or two. Just one would go a long way. And the question is, who's coming in? Is it going to be, it's got to be Walker, right? It has to be Walker. That pitch is outside. Walker in the ninth, Loretta. It has to be Walker. You put in Doval, I'm cutting the stream. Yeah, and his second hit was an error. But hey, you've got to give the kid a hit. Come on. And he strikes out here. Got to give the kid a hit, man. It better be Walker. Elliot Ramos swinging foul. I need to record the Elliot Ramos song, so when he does something big, I just play the song. Elliot Ramos, Elliot Ramos. Here's the pitch. Takes one down low. We are down to the wire. Ninth inning, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ramos swinging, ground ball. The pitcher snags it, tossed to first, and he got him. We're going to the bottom of the ninth, ladies and gentlemen. 1 run's going to be enough. 1 run has to be enough. We have no choice. We have no choice. We can't let the bad guys win.
Shame on you. I thought we were in this thing together. I'm just as scared as you are, but this has to be done. We don't want the bad guys to win. We gotta do this for justice, for freedom, for honesty.
Boy, do I feel ashamed.
Me too. I feel like 2 cents.
I'm back in.
You can count on me.
Oh, hey, I was only joking. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to go out there and risk our lives.
Yeah.
All for one and one for all.
Yeah.
Okay. Walker is in. Walker is in. Let's secure the W. Are we ready? Are we live? Walker's pitching, and we're going live. I'm going live as soon as I can, regardless of what's on the screen. We're out of sync. Oh well. Walker is in, 1.5 ERA on the season. He's got 3 saves and 3 opportunities. Do not F this up. Let's freaking go. Here we go. At the plate, Austin Wells. He's got power. Stay away from his hot zone. Walker looks in. He fires. There's a swing and a ground ball down the third base line. Foul. 0-1. And we're off. Giants with a chance to go 11-4 to open the 2025 Major League Baseball season. Here's the pitch from Walker. And Wells inside. That one was an easy take for him. He had to get out of the way of it. 1-1. Ball gets past the catcher, off the back screen. Bat boy grabs it. And we'll go again. Giants 5, Yankees 4. It's the Jung-Hoo Lee game. 2 shots today for Jung-Hoo Lee. Otherwise, Giants have already lost this game. That one is right there. Strike 2. Wells didn't like it, but that was clearly a strike. Walker looks in, and Wells steps out. I guess that's a timeout for Wells, that one timeout that he gets. Restraps his batting gloves. I did pick up some batting gloves at Kaufman. Say that game used batting gloves, dude. I got a pair of batting gloves, game used, for just $20. I know it sounds like a lot, but baseball equipment, I use it. That one's inside. It's not just for display purposes. I actually use it. So I was like, that'll be nice for my baseball bag. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They were worn by Nate Eaton, former Royals player. 2-2. Swing and a foul. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for a W in New York. Not just a win of the game, a win of the series before heading off to Philly. What a start to the season. Here's the pitch. Swinging. High drive. Center field, but not deep enough. It is going to be caught by Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 down. One away. Loretta is here. Instant 1 is here. Morgan Farmer is here. Zendava is here. And Ben Rice is here at the plate. Here's the pitch from Walker to Rice. Swinging. Didn't get it. 0-1. 2 outs away. 25 down. 2 more to go here in New York. It's been a very fun play-by-play. I want to thank everyone for jumping in today and witnessing the play-by-play on Hum Baby Baseball. We don't play at Hum Bay. And we're going to segue right into the post-game after the final out. I'll play the post-game intro, and then we'll do it. And the post-game show is, well, I'll go about 15, 20 minutes. Usually when I do play-by-play, I don't go as long because I'm already tired. I only got so much energy, y'all. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way to Rice. Strike! 2-2. Nice movement there from Walker. We go again. Walker looks in. The righty fires. There's a swing and a line shot. Foul. I don't know where it went. Went towards the seats. Maybe it hit the screen. I got that protective net that goes all the way around. Not a huge fan of it, but I understand for safety purposes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside. 3-2. Loretta, Zendava, Morgan. Logan is here. Giants coaches watching from the dugout. The pitch. Swinging ground ball. Left-hand side. Chapman. Hard throw. Got him. 2 down. And the Yankees are down to their last out. And that's what good defense does for you. Matt Chapman makes the play. You throw me there at third base, I don't think I make that play. Here's Aaron Judge. And even if I do, can I make a throw like that? Hell no. A rifle right on target from Matt Chapman. So much harder than it looks. Well, they got their man up who they want, and it's Aaron Judge. 2 down, the pitch. Every fan, and we're all Giants fans, we're looking forward to this last out. Looking forward to this view, but I guarantee every Yankee fan in that house right now is thinking Aaron Judge is about to tie this thing up with one swing. Walker to Judge, low and outside. He's trying not to give him anything to hit. At the same time, you don't want to put him on base, and then the winning run comes up with Bellinger. Koss is playing right up the middle, trying to avoid a base hit to center field. There's a curveball, just nicks the bottom of the strike zone. 2 balls and 1 strike to the Judge. Walker working relatively quickly. He's set, and he always steps up, and Judge with his timeout takes a breath, stepping back in. 2-1. Giants up by a run. The pitch to Judge. Ground ball foul. 41 people here. I want to thank everybody who has been here. If you just stopped by and left, or if you're here right now to hear the final out of the game, which hopefully is about to occur. 2-2. Judge standing in. Walker, the pitch. Here it is. Strike 3 call! And he got him. Ball game over. Series over. Giants take out the American League champion New York Yankees, and the winning continues with the victory. Judge caught looking. Reminder of the 2012 World Series when they caught Miguel Cabrera looking. Romo throws that fastball. This time, I don't know what the pitch was, but it was a strike on the outside corner to Judge. And we will take the W 5-4 by 1 freaking run. Close one. Tight one. What a series. The Giants destroy in game 1. Yankees destroy in game 2. And then game 3, a nail biter all the way. But the Giants come from behind and take it. I was told earlier, series over, season over. Giants going to lose. Jung-Hoo Lee had other plans. 5-4, your final score. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. We will now start the post-game show, which is going to be brought to you by Corona Accounting Solutions. Let's get it started. Let's not mess around, and we'll recap this game. Thank you again. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And let's get to the post-game show right freaking now.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. It will. It is out of here. Encarnacion, first pitch swinging. Deep right center. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a 2-run homer.
It's time for the Hum Baby Baseball Postgame Show. Brought to you by our friends at Corona Accounting Solutions. Do you need help getting your books together? Are you scared of tax time? Don't worry, the staff at Corona Accounting Solutions can help. Visit us at coronapdx.com and schedule a consult today. Corona Accounting Solutions. We take the fear out of finances.
Fitzgerald drives that one to center field, sending Doyle back at the wall. Gone!
Right field. Judge back. Still going back. Goodbye. Jung-Hoo Lee has made himself at home in the big ballpark in the Bronx. Like the Babe, like the Mick, Reggie Jackson, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Boom! Jung-Hoo Lee! Not one, but two big flies and another big fly. It's a super sticker from Bo Falcon, one of the biggest supporters of the channel. Oh my goodness, thank you so very much for that. A 50 spot on getaway day in New York City, and the Giants take it. And I see the celebratory fox right there with the fireworks. Thank you so much for that. Cheer a brew for the Jung-Hoo crew. What a win today. We'll be breaking it down, but we did the entire play-by-play, and we're here for the post-game show brought to you by Corona Accounting Solutions with the 999 spot. Series win, who? Jung-Hoo Lee. That is who. Now, that's how you play. From now on, that's how you're supposed to play.
Now that's how you're supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive.
We don't need Rodon no more. We had Rodon for a year. We appreciate it. Go ahead, get on out. You don't like the Giants fans, that's cool. We take care of you in New York. And we got a guy named Jung-Hoo Lee, potential all-star. I think he is a favorite for the all-star team, especially because he's so popular, and he's off to a great start. And 2 bombs today. This game will not be forgotten. It kind of reminds me of the Ryne Sandberg 2-home-run game back in the 80s that kind of made a name for himself. Now, Jung-Hoo Lee was here last year for a little bit, but he got injured, and a lot of baseball fans kind of forgot about him. He was a hot name out of Korea. But after this game, the whole baseball world just got reminded. Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee. The 3D, it's a little bit glitchy, but it's cool. Once they get that working, it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Tribe. Awesome play-by-play. The Giants have just spanked the Yankees to win the series in the Bronx, New York, ever. And overall, they won the series for the first time since 2007, which was then at AT&T. Yeah, I mean, the Giants did play at Yankee Stadium. Remember that Bonds home run? Oh, my God. Now, that was at the old Yankee Stadium, right? That was the old Yankee Stadium? Remember that shot? Not to get off of this game, but check this.
Now Barry Bonds comes up. Bonds at slightly open stance, feet fairly close together, crowding the plate.
Oh!
To right field, forget about it. This one is headed for New Jersey, high into the upper deck. Barry Bonds with a spectacular 3-run homer.
Ho, ho, ho! Remember those days. But these days, we may not have Bonds, but we got Jung-Hoo Lee. Some really nice defensive plays today. We had a first big league hit from Christian Koss. We had a solid, not great, but a decent outing where Webb gets through 5, gives up 3 runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Not the best start of his career, but the bullpen had his back. Other than 1 home run given up by Tyler Rogers, the bullpen was stellar. They threw 4 innings and gave up 1 single hit. The bullpen was stellar. That bomb right there was impossible to even fathom how far that thing went. And we watched my newest video on the myths and all old stories of Babe Ruth hitting at 587 feet. You almost don't believe it. It's like, how? Especially when you watch videos of the Babe and you watch videos of these old legends, and they're absolute legends, but they don't have the bat speed. They don't have they can't hit a ball like Bonds. They can't hit a ball like Judge. It's just, but hey, the stories are amazing. Matos, oh my God, the Matos catch was off the charts. Also, Casey Schmidt made a great play. What a defensive play by Luis Matos. Absolute robbery. Let's check that one out. Let's not even play around. Let's just get straight to some of this stuff.
He played here. Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig. Toward the corner, Matos still going. He leaps, and he's got it. And I hope he's okay. Wow, did that carry? He played here. Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig. toward the corner.
He's sizing it up right here. He thinks he's got a play on it. That fence is coming up. You have to know that the wall is there.
Matos.
Now he's on the warning track. So in his mind, he says, okay, it's coming up here. And he knows he's got to slow down, seeing the ball, and leaps, knowing that the wall is right there. And that he's able to make the catch and kind of smash into the wall.
He leaps and
that is some athletic stuff right there. Next level stuff right there. What a catch. This is why I'm a fan of Jung Hoo Lee since he came to the Giants baseball organization. I know it's early, but I can see Lamont Wade Jr. being traded before the deadline. If they can get something for him, it's not out of the question, Mr. Thorne 90. We aren't forgetting Matos. We can't forget him. But what Jung Hoo Lee did was epic, one for the ages. We will recap this game, which started in not the best way. The Yankees were the first team to score runs. It started right away when Aaron Judge hit a double. He ended up advancing to third on the ground up by Bellinger, and then a Paul Goldschmidt base hit, and all of a sudden it's 1-0. And then in the second, Giants were just going 1-2-3. And then Jason Dominguez hit a double. Escara hit a double to bring him in, back-to-back doubles. Ben Rice with another base hit. He's just been tearing it up. And it was 3-0. And it wasn't until the fourth inning that Jung Hoo Lee hit one of two on the day. And let's see if we can. That's the 3-1 shot. All I'm seeing now is the second homer. We saw the first one, but that second one has overshadowed it. That's how good Jung Hoo Lee is. He just hit a home run a couple hours ago, and that home run is already buried in the algorithm because he hit another 3-run shot. So I can't seem to find that first home run. It's nothing but his second. But Jung Hoo Lee did hit. They both look very similar. Smash into the web wall with the web pitching. I saw that. That's amazing. Eric Birdsong is the new sixth inning guy. Then Rodriguez in the seventh, Rogers in the eighth, Walker in the ninth, Oval in the fifth. JHL will need help to lead this team. Catch at the web wall to help his pitcher with the web gem. Web gem at the web wall to help Webb. I must be off, but when did the Yankees start putting ads on their wall? If you need a good proctologist, visit the center field sign and call it a day. I remember that. That's a great point. It was actually a joke in that movie because it was known that you don't put ads on the outfield wall at the major league level. That's a minor league thing. Sometimes there might be one or two, but you don't cover the wall with ads. Nowadays, it's all about, not only are there ads on the wall, there's ads on the uniform. And baseball's a pretty healthy sport. Games are being sold out. It's simply greed. It's simple greed. Like they want as much, these owners and Manfred want as much money as humanly possible. And so, yeah, that's why you're going to get ads everywhere. I like them in the minor leagues. It's part of the charm of a minor league ballpark. You have the ads on the wall. They don't make any money in the minors. They need to get some extra revenue. The big leagues, they don't need to do that. They choose to do that. And it will be in our lifetimes, we'll see a second ad on the uniforms and a third ad and a fourth ad until we do look like NASCAR. Mariners got the Nintendo patch on their jersey. Wow. Webby was not great, but he came through anyway. So anyway, I was recapping the game. That home run made it 3-1. Top of the sixth inning is when the Giants really came through. Christian Koss got his first big league hit. Adames walked, and then, you guessed it, Jung Hoo Lee stepped up to the plate.
Right field. Judge back. Still going back. Goodbye. Jung Hoo Lee has made himself at home in the big ballpark in the Bronx.
Let's go Giants! That's what I'm talking about. Jung Hoo Lee getting it done.
My name is Jung-Hoo Lee, grandson of the wind, from Korea. They with my mother and father. And thank you for helping to achieve my dream to play in MLB. I am here to win and will always give my best for teammates and fans. Let's go, Giants! Hello, Giants. My name.
Let's go, Giants! W. And that home run made it 5-3. The Yankees did add one on a Jazz Chisholm solo shot, but that would be it. Other than that, it's a one-run victory for the San Francisco Giants. We'll take this win. Very nice game. Only 5 hits today. Adames had no hits. Ramos had no hits. Actually, I take that back. 4 hits. 4 goddamn hits. Oh, shit. Can't say goddamn on YouTube. Gosh darn hits. Except Corona Accounting Solutions replaced the cars on the left field wall. I'm for that. AM Echo 499. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It helps out a ton. Player of the game, Jung-Hoo Lee, Logan Webb, and Hayden Bird Song. Yeah, sorry about the language there. We got to watch that. We got to watch that. You know, I've come from the hood, you know. Just kidding. That's a joke. But yeah, we got it. We got it. Yankees fans not feeling it. I seen a Yankees fan outside of the stadium after the game. I took a quick video of that Yankees fan, and this is what he was saying.
Oh, no! We suck again!
So Yankees fans not feeling it. It's all good. Player of the game has got to be Jung-Hoo Lee. Let's just go ahead and be all the way 100 real with it. Jung-Hoo Lee is the player of the baseball game. But a big shout out to, we can't give him player of the game, but I want to give a shout out to Christian Koss. It would have been a shame if he never got a big league hit. You know, you retire without a hit. He's only 1 for 10 in his big league career. He's been striking out too much. He's probably going to get sent down to the River Cats. Let's just keep it all the way 100, keep it all the way real. But he's got a big league hit. And that, for the rest of his life, is something he can tell people. Yeah, I play in the big leagues. I thought you knew. Yeah, I got a hit. I thought you knew. Birdsong was very impressive today. That's nice to have him in the bullpen. I mean, he wants to be a starter. He will be a starter. But for the time being, it's nice to have an arm like that in the pen. Yankees got stunned. I have a college friend who's a Yankees fan. I feel bad for him. Koss seems lucky. Something lucky happens when he's on the field. I mean, obviously he made it to the big leagues. He's a great player. We go to the park with Christian Koss, we're going to be in awe. The question, is he good enough to play on the Giants? Yet to be proven, but I'm happy for the kid. 11-4 record. 11-4 record. 11-4. Back in 2010, remember the Giants got off to that hot start? I believe they were like 6-1. I wonder what they were through the first. I'm going to try to find out. Through the first 15 games. So here we go. They won 1. So 15 games. Let's see. We're 4-1, 6-1, 6-2, 7-1, 7-2, 7-3, 7-3, 8-3. Then they lost 8-4, 8-5, 8-6. 8, yeah, so they weren't as good. 8-7. They were 8-7 because they went on a 4-game losing streak. Giants 2010 Giants were 8-7. We are doing better than the 2010 championship Giants. This is one of the hottest starts in years. Huge series in Philly. Seems like we always play them 4 times in Philly. Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with that? So a very hot start for the Giants today and this year. And a critical win to win this game with just 4 hits because 2 of those hits were from Jung-Hoo Lee. Without Jung-Hoo Lee, we lose today. There's no way around that. I don't care what WAR says. Like they're going to give Jung-Hoo Lee, what's his WAR this year? You know how WAR goes? Like, oh, you replace him with an average player. How much wins does he give you? Jung-Hoo Lee got a 1 WAR today. End of story. Because without him, you replace him with an average player, we don't win today. We don't win the game. Jung-Hoo Lee has won this game. Without him, we lose. Maybe lucky's the wrong word. I should have said good things happen when he's out there. Yes. So we need to keep putting him out there. Oh, you want me to care? Okay, 2012. How did we start? Good question. That's a great question. If I remember, 2012 was we were not as hot at the beginning, but we were hot at the end of the year. Giants lost the first 3 games in 2012. Imagine if they lose the first 3 games. Imagine if I had a YouTube channel in 2012 and they lost the first 3 games. Season over. This team stinks. No chance. You know what I'm saying? Then we won. We were 1-4. Well, 1-3. Let's see. Through the first 15 games, looks like we were 8-7. Same thing. 8-7 through the first 15. 8-7. Now 2014. 8-7. Remember this year we're 11-4. 2014, 10-5. 10-5. We were even better than 2014. In 2014, we got off to a hot start. 2016, we got off to a scorching start. 2016, Giants had the best record, and then we fell at the All-Star break, and we fell apart. Okay, there's a huge losing streak here. I don't know what happened there, but Giants got really hot in like May, and we were just on fire in the first half. We apparently got off. I don't even remember this losing streak early in the year. So it turns out we were actually 7-8. So, yeah, crazy. Crazy. I got you. How's it going, Jason Williams? Rodon may not like SF, but we love him. Beating him, that is. Ha ha! Zendava. Y'all see Ramos' face when Lee hit the home run? I missed it. Anyone else thinks that Colon looks funny with a mustache? Bartolo? Mustache May's coming up. Looks great, but it takes more these days to wake up a bunch of depressed Giants fans after the Farhan. Keeping it all the way a buck. 5-4 San Francisco Giants with the W. Jung-Hoo Lee player of the game. And what's on deck? Brought to you by our friends at Corona Accounting Solutions. Check them out at coronapdx.com. It's April 13th. If you haven't done your taxes, you're like, I'm putting it off, you might need some help because there's only a couple days left. Tax season. I hate taxes, but it's part of life, right? It's part of life. Giants will be taking on the Phillies in Philadelphia. They're going to be taking on Taijuan Walker tomorrow, veteran pitcher. Really nice big league career for him. He has been around for a little while. He's from California, drafted way back in 2010 by the Mariners. He's going to be pitching tomorrow against the youngster, Landon Roop. Landon Roop. How young is Landon Roop? Not super young, but he was born in 1998, so he's about 26 years of age. So right in his prime, and I really like Landon Roop. He earned the spot, and I see him pitching well tomorrow. I'm a little worried about the travel. The Giants are going to be doing a lot of traveling. They don't even have a day off tomorrow. They're going straight to Philly and then straight to LA. No day off there. Straight back home, no day off. And it's going to be a rough stretch, a very rough stretch. So critical that when they have a chance to get a win, they get a win. Look at, there's no experience. Landon Roop is facing the Phillies for the first time ever. He has never faced one of these batters. The Giants have seen Taijuan Walker a little bit. Adames has had some major success against him with a home run in 5 at-bats, a 1,500 OPS. So Giants have had some success here and there against Taijuan Walker. Some guys not so great against him, but Matt Chapman's 0 for 8, for instance, but it'll be a fun matchup. The Farhan era. Yeah, I knew. A couple of Yankees trying to pull off the Mattingly look. Eric, did you hear what Kruko said? Unnamed players told him they were excited because during Farhan years, it didn't feel like they were playing real baseball. But man, Farhan, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. They ain't going to effing cut it when you come in here to fix a team that's not playing well, and then we make the playoffs once in 20, 21, 22, 23, 21, once in like 5-6 years. We don't have to win the World Series. Okay, we understand only one team can win the World Series. It's not always going to be us. But you got to do better than that, my young friends. You got to do better than that. You paid $3,000 in taxes. Oh my God. Well, maybe that means you made a lot of money. I mean, I can't imagine like big companies like Walmart and what do they play in town? Well, they probably get tax breaks up the yazoo. Shout out to the New York Yankees. They played all right, but Aaron Judge is a master class slugger until Walker just struck him out. Roop not seeing these hitters might help him. After 15 GMs, what are the weaknesses of this Giants team? We don't have a lot of left-handers in the bullpen, but we're seeming to be okay. No team is perfect. No team is stacked. Even the Dodgers have, some holes in the bullpen and whatnot. But we got a solid rotation. They're not always going to be perfect like Webb today, but we had enough to get it done. The lineup is, it's second base. Second base is a weakness, if you really want to know. I like Christian Koss and I like Tyler Fitzgerald. Neither of them have been hitting well. Neither of them have been. Fitzgerald still doesn't have a home run this year. Fitzgerald's supposed to hit home runs. He was supposed to, it showed last year what he could do. And then, of course, Koss is getting an opportunity, and I love giving young kids opportunities. But let's be all the way 100. He's hitting 100. And I mean all the way 100 with that. That's his batting average. Taxes, taxes, taxes. I did do my taxes. It's a deadly time of year. Fitzy's coming back, says the Cali Ogie connection. That Fitzy is not done. I don't think we have major weaknesses except our big guns aren't playing so well. Like, I can't say Adames is a weakness. He's our shortstop for better or worse. He's hitting worse than Koss. No, he's not. He's hitting 186. Okay, slightly better than Koss. Jung-Hoo Lee's hitting 352. And also Flores, I don't care if he went over 4 today. Flores is tied for the league lead in home runs unless someone hit their 7th today. Chapman is hitting 176. It's terrible. I would sit Adames, Chapman, and Bailey down in a room and get, gentlemen, y'all are all hitting under 200. This is unacceptable. Tax season has him distracted. Could well be true Zendava. Like, hey, it's freaking distracting trying to do play-by-play. And Homeboy was here asking if he can come on. I said he could come on. I said, jump in the 6th inning. And he said he couldn't make it in the 6th. And then he was like, I'm gonna do play-by-play from the 6th to the 9th. And I'm like, damn, you're just announcing what you're going to do. Wow, snaps. Okay, then, I guess. He's taking over this stuff. But then he left. Am I going to the movies later? Probably. Going to take it easy today. I got some new baseball cards. I'm going to put them up. Maybe film a couple videos. Maybe start another documentary, and then we'll see where I'm at. So anyway, Giants are looking good this year. Look, man, anything could happen. It's a long season. And hey, I got Mickey Mantle in the background for this Yankee series. That is signed. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. That is a genuine autograph right there. Mickey freaking Mantle. One of the legends. And there's the Babe. See, I mean, Yankees got such a history. Yankees hitters just end up on my wall. There's the Babe. That Logan, that Myths video, 61K, it needed to happen. It needed to happen. And now we need to We need to double back on it. We need another one to do that. And maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll survive this tough time. And you guys help out so much with the super chats and the support. And watching these streams after the fact helps out because I monetize these afterwards. I don't monetize them when I'm live because I don't want you guys to watch ads. It's might play ads out of my control. But I turn monetization off to minimize the ads while I'm live. And then that way it's not, y'all aren't bombarded with ads. Has anyone seen the commercial for MLB The Show? Looks like every baseball player to ever play. They got, minor leagues, all the old rosters, right? Negro leagues, women's leagues, everything is in that game, and I'm okay with it. I would like to play that game. Maybe I need to go ahead and grab a PS5 and get me that game. I'm just afraid I'll play it all day. Looked up Jung Hoo Lee's speed. He averages 20 miles an hour. Dude is fast. 20 miles per hour? Holy 20 miles per hour sprint speed, I guess. Good God. Yeah, you know about the women's league. The League of Their Own, the movie, League of Their Own. The Peaches, right? The Women's All-American League or whatever it was called. What was that league called? All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. AAGPBL. I don't know if that's in the game. I assume it is. The AAGPBL, the League of Their Own. The Peaches. Now there's probably some other women's baseball leagues around, I'm sure, somewhere. They're just not at a professional level, but that I know of. Maybe there is. Modern, let me see. Looks like there's a planned one, WPBL. Planned Professional Women's Baseball League in the United States being developed. Planned to commence play in May 2026 with 10 teams. It's coming, dude. We're gonna cover that when that happens. We're gonna cover that. We're gonna definitely cover that. I don't know. It doesn't say where the cities are gonna be. WPBL. Something to keep an eye on. So, yeah, it took him 10 seconds to score from first to home. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, I was talking about the old leagues, but it's just they push them to play softball. So when the girls play softball, there is some pro softball leagues. And obviously NCAA is very popular with their softball teams. There's not that much baseball, though. Baseball's where it's at. Let's just be all the way 100. You know, going to play softball. If I was a girl, I'd be playing softball because that's pretty much that's the obvious. The high school softball, college has softball. So you play softball. You really, that's just unfortunately, unless I can get on the baseball team, I guess I'm playing softball. Kali Oki, Zindava, Wolf, Warlock, AM Echo, Dave Auburn Fan, Calvin Jefferson, Jason Williams, Logan, and everyone else, thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. Shout out to the card of the day, Harmon Killebrew, Hall of Famer. I heard that someday these cards will all disintegrate. That's super sad, man. That's super sad. You guys have a great week. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow.
He is stopping. He's going back. He's going to run down. Ball gets away. This one's over.
Oh, my freaking goodness.
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Jeff Passan has the Giants getting Chris Bryant. I am taking the Atlanta Braves How could I forget? When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. 'Cause history's in the making at Oracle Park. Cheer for the batter and light the spark. If you're a fan of Giants baseball, sing bye-bye, baby. If you wanna be in first place, sing bye-bye, baby. Listen to the broadcast on KNBR. You'll see who we are. San Francisco Giants, and it's bye-bye. Baby. Yes. Thank you all. Wonderful day. And we'll see ya tomorrow.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. Hit well. It is out of here. Graciolo, first pitch swinging. Deep right center. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
It's time for the Hum Baby Baseball Postgame Show. Brought to you by our friends at Corona Accounting Solutions. Do you need help getting your books together? Are you scared of tax time? Don't worry, the staff at Corona Accounting Solutions can help. Visit us at coronapdx.com and schedule a consult today. Corona Accounting Solutions. We take the fear out of finances.
Fitzgerald drives out into center field, sending Doyle back at the wall.